Brooklyn strong, can't stop, won't stop from the Brooklyn block. B-R-O-O-K-L-Y-N, 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 B-R-O-O-K, we well. Okay, we well. Okay, we well. Okay, we well. B-R-O-O-K-L-Y-N.
That hit. Cam Thomas.
Just give me the ball, I'm fitting the score next. My J is all net, me and Jay just all next. Getting back on defense, hit him with strong flex. I'm official like a ref, trying not to get attacked. And we go hard on Brooklyn, that's a promise. Watch me like a Cam, cause it's my time. Make you watch me like a Cam, cause it's my time. Switch, they can't guard me, especially side the Barclays. Spin between crosses, I can score with both hands. Midi flawless, and I get to paint like an artist. I'm a boss smith, so you should respect my handle. I see the big picture with the nets like a mantle. In the future, I see us as Shamsu, and when we do, I'ma do a Brooklyn dance move. The sturdy or Millie rock like a fan do. That's a bet like my parlay on FanDuel.
B-R-O-O-K-L-Y-N, B-R-O-O-K-L-Y-N, B-R-O-O-K-L-Y-N.
There's caution. Oh my goodness.
Yo, it's Big Fair Breezy with the Brooklyn Nets vlog. We got a good show for y'all. Shout to Nets Twitter. I seen something saying that I wasn't known for bringing the best Nets content. I said, I can't believe my eyes. What my can't bother. But that crosses. Hold on, know about Big Farm Breezy. Hold on, know my name. It's all good. I'm going to continue to put in the work until they have to mention Big Fan Breezy. I want to thank everybody that's helping me grow this channel. This is JTV. That's Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. That's Leaf and Easy. And I'll wait till they get here to get them they flowers, man, because we 634 subscribers in. That's not a lot, contrasted to maybe bigger pages than mine. But you know what? I appreciate all 634 subscribers. And y'all helping me grow the channel. And I got nothing but love for y'all. You know what I'm saying? One stream at a time. But that being said, let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. I ain't gonna hold you. I know it's late. I want to say Happy Mother's Day to everybody. I want to say this before before I forget to say it. Happy Mother's Day to all of the mothers, the baby mamas, the grandmothers, my mama, your friend's mama, your cousin mama, you understand? Your uncle's mama, your auntie's mama, you understand? Every mama you can think of, I'm shouting them out. Happy Mother's Day to you. Your worth is priceless. A mother's worth is priceless. And you're loved. You are loved. All of the mothers, y'all deserve love. Y'all deserve to be acknowledged every day. Just the day that they choose to acknowledge it for a holiday, but mothers should be acknowledged every day and feel loved and appreciated. So I wanted to start off the show saying that. Shout to John in the chat. He said, I guess that Cavs euphoria went crashing back down to earth quickly. Yo, it was like they couldn't score. I seen the third quarter, they had 50 points. I said, God damn. I mean, they can't put up no points. To be honest with you, excuse me, I didn't even see the game. All I seen is tuned in. I seen Donovan Mitchell. He don't look like he's certain to be there. Like, he looked like he's just ready for it to be over. Like, but it gotta be frustrating to be a player that good and never been out the second round. Never, not once. That shit gotta be tough, man. I don't know if I'm misquoting it or not, but I think he hasn't been out the second round ever in his NBA career. That's tough. And he's a great player, so I know he's growing frustrated with that. I don't know what he's gonna do, man. They always talk about Donovan Mitchell every stream like he that guy, man. But we gonna see, we gonna see, John. We gonna see. Yo, what up, John?
Hey, what's going on, Breezy?
Chilling, man. Did you watch the game? Did you see any of the games today?
Yeah, I watched both. I thought it was interesting how OKC and Mavs. I think the Mavs experience is starting to show, and the OKC's inexperience is starting to show. So I think that's what's kind of deciding what's going on there. But still pretty competitive.
Really? You
Both
don't think
teams.
you don't think it's that PJ Washington unexpectedly is just putting up all of these points?
Honestly, I will say this. We were talking about PJ Washington a while back on the PK Hoops podcast, and somebody referenced him as being a potential third option, and he's shown it. I mean, you can't deny that PJ has been a huge contributor in the series so far. I don't know if that's going to happen consistently, but it's definitely what's giving them the advantage right now for sure.
That's what I'm saying. I don't without PJ Washington stepping up, I think he is the X factor on why the Mavs are winning.
Right.
With Luka and Kyrie, you kind of expect what to get. You kind of know what to expect from them. You know what I mean? They great players. You're gonna get great basketball. But PJ Washington, this shit is exceptional, bro.
Right, but also OKC, like they should have got another big man at the trade deadline. I never understood the Gordon Hayward move. I just think that was an irrational move. If they just would have got another big man, I think they would have like they could have got Gafford if they wanted to. OKC, they have the picks. Like they could have made an improvement move if they wanted to. So we'll see if that continues to play a factor or not. But definitely the Mavs are riding on experience right now for sure. Bringing
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Yeah, nah, I ain't gonna lie, man. From what I could see, and like I said, I didn't see the game. It didn't show that the Cavs had a chance this game. It looked like they trailed the whole game. There wasn't a lot of ties and lead changes. It just looked like the Boston Celtics whooped their ass, man.
I mean, honestly, at the end of the day, we have to give Brad Stevens so much credit for how he constructed that team. I mean, he made all these big moves, and at the end of the day, it's going to be hard to beat a team like that, even without KP in 4 games. Like, like, of course, they were going to bounce back. I also just think the Cavs, like, to rely on the other guys to consistently have great game like they did the other night, it's just not possible. They haven't shown it. I mean, Mitchell was great tonight again, but Mobley and Garland were okay. They weren't great. They were
What
okay, but
happened to
okay.
Mobley? It looked like he got hurt. What was? Am I tripping?
Tweaked his ankle. He tweaked his ankle, I think, towards the end of the third quarter. Yeah, he tweaked his ankle a little bit. And Allen, he's no closer to coming back, and that's a huge blow. Allen again, like not being a
Right.
factor with the Cavs.
Yeah,
So that's like
that's kind of crazy though, bro. Like I don't even know what happened to Allen exactly. What was his injury and
rib
why he out
rib
so long?
injury. He got a rib injury. He got bumped into the rib. I think it was third or fourth game, and he hasn't been able to play without feeling pain. So you wonder if that could be a potential stretch fracture or something. Because if it wasn't a serious thing, he'd be playing right now. So that's definitely been a huge negative for the Cavs for sure.
Yeah, nah, that's unfortunate. I don't see them getting to this past the Boston without them. And I ain't gonna lie, I thought Porzingis not being there would be an X factor, and they wouldn't play as well. But they play all right with it. They play kind of good without Porzingis.
Honestly, I got to give credit to guys like Holiday, Derek White, just stepping up. I will say this about Tatum: he was managing an elbow thing in the game. Like you wonder if that's why his numbers aren't so good right now. If he's dealing with something, because Tatum, like whether we want to question if he could always excel when it matters most, you wonder if he's dealing with something too, and that could be a factor as the series progresses, because he clearly hasn't been the main cog like everybody wants him to be. For sure. But it's good to have depth on a team like that for sure.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of depth, who you think got the best bench in these playoffs? I'm gonna say the Pacers. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Mm, I mean, I think they do. I would say this about the Pacers: they need to get some defense. They have no defense whatsoever, man.
Yeah, they don't stop nothing, man. That shit is like a fucking. They just keep who's the fastest to the basket type of play. Like ain't nobody stopping nobody. You know what I'm saying?
I'll be honest. I'm surprised that Miles Turner and Pascal aren't defensively doing much. I mean, you think those two guys could do a little bit, but they seem to be very clogged on the interior. I mean, you could really get a 3-point shot anytime you want. Those guys really don't guard the line like they should. I think the Pacers. I think not having OG though gives the Pacers a fighting chance to maybe tie the game up, but they gotta do something defensively. They can't just not do anything defensively for 4 quarters, man.
Yeah. What about Halliburton? He looked like he tweaked his ankle too. You think he 100% healthy for next game?
Nah, he has been 100% this whole playoffs. He was dealing with a back issue. Now he got an ankle issue. I mean, another thing too. I think Halliburton's a star, but I don't see superstar in him, man. He just seems like a guy that would do well as a second leading guy. Like they need a leading focal point on that team, man. To go to that next level. I don't know if Halliburton's that guy. Just what I've seen.
Yeah, no, I hear you. Shout out to Claude Smith. He said Jason Kidd is a good coach. Let's give him a lot of credit for Mavericks win. You feel the same watching tonight's game, John? Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I
Yo,
I
don't
do.
know.
yo, what's good,
Okay,
buddy?
there we go.
Hey, man.
Yo, nah, Breeze. I was about to
Yeah.
hop. I was about to hop on the panel, but then you said something about Mother's Day and shit. I had to call my mom real quick before I hopped on. Just
Yeah, nah. How mom's doing, man?
nah, she good. Nah, I mean, and you know she in Vegas, so it ain't Mother's Day for her yet. But I had to tell her it's Mother's Day here, so I just had to shout her Happy Mother's Day early.
Nah, that's facts, man. Shout out to Jay, man. He always been a good son to your moms, man. That's what's up.
I do
Happy
too.
Mother's Day to every mom on the podcast, for sure.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Word.
And Happy Mother's Day to everybody who mother ain't here. Know what I mean? To respect that.
Facts.
I mean,
Yeah,
hmm
nah, I appreciate that, man. You know what I mean? These days can get tough, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, it's good that
Word.
these moments like this, hearing people, you know what I'm saying, have that bond with their moms, man, and it makes it better. You know what I mean? It makes their day easier. I
Uh-huh.
like to see the love. Like I like to see, you know what I'm saying, people moving around with roses and cards and just you see the city shaking trying to get all of the Mother's Day gifts, man. I think it's cool.
Right, right. But yeah, shout out to Mama Durant. Even though KD got kicked out the playoffs, but he got a lot of time to spend time with his mother tomorrow. I mean, maybe he could watch the games with Mama Durant.
Yo, Barry pulled up here yesterday. He left mad quick. Yo, shout out to Mama Durant. She was
Right.
cool when she was here, man. I wish she would have stayed. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yo, Mama Durant and Mr. Webby together, man. We had a duo.
Yeah. Yo, Jay, you seen any games today?
Yeah, I watched both of them.
What you thought about it? What you thought about the Cleveland Boston game?
Cleveland and Boston, I wasn't surprised. That's exactly what I thought was going to happen. I don't know what happened the other night. And I don't be trying to give Boston no respect or nothing like that, but I just didn't think Cleveland has enough to compete
Right.
with them. And for the most of that game, they was getting mollywopped. In my boy Leaf words, they was getting mollywopped that whole game.
Yeah, I seen the same thing. I didn't see a lot of the game, but when I seen the score, that shit looked like Cleveland had a chance. I thought they was gonna win this game. I was wrong last night in my precap. I said they would win, but I was right about the Mavs though. What about the Mavs game? Was it closer than the
Yeah,
Cavs and Boston?
yo, the Mavs game was a great game. It was back and forth all game. Just big plays, big moments, big defense. Chet had like 3, 4 blocks like in the first quarter or some shit. Like it was
Four
back
blocks
and
in
forth.
the fourth quarter. Wow.
Like I'm not quoting. Don't quote me on that, but it was close. He was getting a lot of plays at the rim in the first quarter. Bomb, get that shit out of here. Bomb, get that shit out of here. And throughout the game, he was doing the thing because they said I know they were saying he was averaging 3 blocks a game in the playoffs, but when they said it, he had 2, and it was in the first quarter. And I think he had got another 1 or 2 right then. But that shit was crazy. But my boys lost because I like OKC, man. It's just a few people in that team that, and the way that the team comes together, that I like that team. But
What about
They got
PJ Washington? How is PJ Washington going off? Like, how is he getting 25 points? Like, what's happening?
because you got to contain Luca and you got to contain Kyrie,
right.
and they also got to try to protect the paint for the big men, Lively and Gafford, for all the pick and rolls they be trying to run. So PJ Washington just so happened to be getting open on a lot of the plays, but he making shots like, and
Okay.
he get rebounds too, but he making shots. Like if he was missing them shots that he was making, they wouldn't be winning those games.
That
Right.
makes sense. Yeah, that's what I was saying before, right before you got here, is that he the X factor. He
He
gotta be
is.
because
He
even
kind of is.
even with so what about that matchup between Shet and PJ Washington? Because it seemed like PJ Washington dogging Shet. Ain't that his
Oh,
assignment?
nigga, Shaq got a lot of shit to do. He's like fucking with Gafford
Mhm.
and Lively. He chasing Lively around, and Lively is quick. It was one play where he was trying to get the intentional foul at the end of the game on Lively. And this nigga Lively threw the jets on that nigga and ran away from him. He couldn't even foul the nigga. Like
Yeah,
he
I
got a lot
mean,
to deal with. PJ Washington is just the outlier. Like PJ Washington, that's supposed to be Jay Will, one of them Jay Wills. That's his assignment.
Yeah, got to
mm,
give Mark Cuban a lot of credit. He made some great moves at the trade deadline. He got both those guys, Gafford and PJ, for bargains. Like, and now they're potentially going to be a Western Conference Finals appearance if they keep this up. That's just
I,
wow.
I always make fun of Gafford just because KD crossed him into a split where he was hitting.
Yeah,
But
I remember that
but
one.
Gafford, he not that bad. He all right. Like he's a serviceable big man. He's not nice or nothing like that. But he
but I think the difference between him on the Wizards and his that on the Wizards, I think he was like the second or the first option or something, and now he's like the fourth option or something. And with the Mavs, I think I definitely know
but
he ain't the
he
third
didn't
option.
score nothing crazy tonight. Did he? He be playing defense and he's just a presence in the paint because he was getting shit blocked by Chet tonight, but they won by what 4 points or some shit.
But what about Shet? Is Shet scoring on Gafford or is Gafford locking him up?
Nah, he ain't locking them up, but he him and Lively is both making it difficult. They not letting niggas get easy buckets, especially around the basket. Like
Okay. So
they,
what about
yo,
just
the thing is when you gotta work for every point, that's like
it's different.
anything could fuck it up because you working for every single basket. So missing one or two baskets could be the call of the game, and that's pretty much what was happening. What happened tonight?
Yeah, nah, I hear you. I hear you.
Right.
Um so let me ask you this, Jay. So I know you like OKC, but do you see them winning in Dallas next game or it's tough for them to win in that building?
Nah, I don't think it's tough. They could have won tonight. I think they could win the next one. Like it would, they was up a lot of the game, just like they was down a lot of the game. It was real back and forth the whole time. I think if they get back to the game plan that they had before, or figure out something to combat what they doing now, they'll be good. Because they could have won this game. This was a winnable game. It wasn't like it was no way they could have won this. This was winnable. They just, like I said, they was working hard for every basket, and at the end of the game, it was a couple baskets that they didn't get.
So you confident that they can win there? If they do, it'll be 2-2. And I'm not gonna lie, the OKC don't want to go back to home down 3-1. That's gonna be tough for them to get
Right.
around, bro.
Good point.
What
I
about you, John? John, how you see call next game? You think they could tie it up?
I would say this. It's definitely a crucial game for OKC in this season, but I'll tell you this. This is OKC's first real time being in the second round together with this core. Like, they're going to gain experience from this, even if they win or lose, and they have so many opportunities to get better the next few years. So if OKC doesn't win, they're gonna get much better next few years. But this
All
is
right, so
definitely good.
hold on.
On
So let
both
me ask you
fronts.
this, Let me ask you this, John. Since, even though they, took a while to get back to the second round, but they were the first seed. Do you consider their season a success if they don't get to the conference finals? Them
At
being the
the
first seed and all.
At the end of the day, Breezy, look at the West, man. From 1 through 10, it was competitive as hell. And for them to be the youngest team to get the first seed, that's an accomplishment in itself. And the fact of the matter was, they were where last year in the play-in, first place play-in. Like, I got to give them all the credit in the world for getting to that point, giving how competitive the West is. So even if they don't win, they had a very successful season, something to build off of. But at the end of the day, this is a very important game for them coming up for sure. Sorry to tie it up.
Nah, that's a fact.
Yeah. So basically, it sounds like y'all saying that y'all could see it being tied between OKC and the Mavs before you could see it being tied between the Cavs and the Celtics.
Definitely.
Like the
Yeah.
Cavs is not tying it; they fitting to go down.
I think the Cavs got no chance.
Yeah.
I was surprised they got that game last game in the fashion that they got it. I heard Tatum say that niggas was just lazy. He was like, "Yo, we just was like going into it like we already won, like we good. We got to win every game." And they seem like they stood on business tonight. And
Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't think Cleveland got enough to beat them.
Right. And at the end of the day, Mitchell has performed great, and he's dealing with a knee injury on top of it, and his numbers have been very consistent well. I mean, they would have gotten out of the first round without Mitchell, so if they don't win, I think Mitchell should tell them, listen, guys, it's been a fun experiment, but it's time for me to go somewhere else. Just doesn't fit at the end of the day. Like, there's not enough on that team to win.
I think they look for offense through Garland, but he's not consistent in the playoffs, bro.
Nope, he not. He look. It's crazy. His body size. You look how big some players are on the court, and Garland makes you think, oh my gosh, I can get offense to that guy anytime I want, and he can. He's not really a defensive stalwart any sense of the way. That's a huge weakness.
So y'all really think Donovan Mitchell out? Like it's over with. Like nobody believes he's staying in Cleveland. It's just a wrap.
Just based off everything we've heard in the reports, at the end of the day, if they're not in the finals, Mitchell's not going to want to sign an extension there. I think he's made it very obvious based on all the sources coming out, and it would have to take if he wants money. At the end of the day, I don't think he's motivated by money. I think he's motivated by wanting to go back home potentially, wanting to be in a bigger market, and wanting to.
The bigger market. I mean, Brooklyn is a big market because we in New York, but I wouldn't say that it's the biggest market. I'll be honest. I don't see him having success in basketball like championship wise unless he get somebody like Joel Embiid. He need a big that could create their own shot.
I
If
agree
he
with you
don't
on
have that,
that.
bro, you asking him for too much on the offensive side of the ball.
Fair point. I would say this about the Nets. They will have $80 to $90 million in cap space a year from now. So they can tell Mitchell, listen, there's going to be a lot of stars available that summer. We could potentially find a guy to pair with you. And if it's somebody that complements Mitchell, potentially a big superstar like you want, that could be great for the Nets if it works out like that. I mean, there's optionality there for the Nets if Mitchell was interested. Sure.
Yo, we got Iceman on the panel. What up, Iceman?
Yo, what's good? Yo, happy Mother's Day to all of y'all, man.
Thanks, man. We appreciate it, man. Shout out to the brothers in your family, man. Yo, yo, Iceman, talk to me, man. We saying Celtics in 5. Okay, I can't say OKC in 5 or Mavs in 5. I can't lie to you, bro. That shit too tough. But you got the Celtics in 5.
Honestly, I think, yeah, man. I think Donovan Mitchell is just going through the motions right now, bro. You know, like, I think he's saying, like, yeah, I want to win, I want to win, I want to win. But honestly, I think he's wishing for every loss just to get out of there. You know, but yeah, I think Celtics got that. They got that. As far as on the Mavs, I don't know, man. I'm rocking with the Mavs now, man. Like, I
Word.
think that might be over too, bro. That might
Uh,
be over.
I hope not, man.
Oh, you
That,
rocking with OKC, right?
I don't really care. Know what I mean, honestly, I like both teams, and I really don't give a fuck about both teams equally. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah, yeah.
but I like those young boys. I think Kyrie is him. Cause Kyrie is out there wilding.
He the
Yeah,
closer,
he's
man.
maturing a lot, bro. He's
He's
maturing a
out there
Closer.
lot.
wilding. And then Luca, just honestly, I used to hate on Luca, but just because Kyrie over there, I think I started liking Luca more. Because that kid is nice. And I was hating on him before, admittedly. But he's
Yeah.
nice.
I mean, well,
I
it's
just
it's
thought they was
all fair.
I really just thought they was hyping him up because he one of these European players and they were just giving him more love than dudes that already been over here putting in work. They were just hyping him up. But he is nice.
Yeah, nah,
It's
he
just
go
on
hoop, he go,
Brooklyn.
he go hoop. But anytime he versus the Nets, I'm not a fan. You feel what I mean?
No, I
But
feel you. Yo, honestly, bro, you already know I'm really only a fan of the Nets, but I'm gonna watch basketball because we ain't,
right,
especially playoff basketball, because we should have been in the playoffs, but we wasn't good enough to make it. So it is what it is.
yeah, yeah. But again, man, I'm gonna be honest with you. Just revisiting it, I remember Jay used to be like, "Yeah, I seen Sean Marks. He was drinking Coronas with us." You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit.
Yo, man, I believe Sean Marks, man. He said we going to the playoffs. I believe you when you said that shit. I ain't gonna lie to you, Jay. I was talking heavy.
Well, that's what he said the goal was. He said there wasn't no ceiling on this group. But I said when he said it that if it ain't no ceiling, then it might be no basement on the group neither.
Word,
Like he ain't say that.
word.
Mm, mm. Hey, yo, Iceman, let me ask you, Iceman.
Mhm.
Um, how you call it OKC Mavs? How you call that? You want the Mavs to win? You rooting for them? Like you see that in 5, 6? How you calling that? They
Um,
got one more. They got one more home game. Do you think OKC can win that next game, or this is a tough question, bro?
man,
That's
yo,
why
it's
I'm kind of
tough.
like
Yeah,
going slow with it because they Jason Kidd is their head coach. You know what I'm saying? Yo,
yeah.
I don't know, man. Jason Kidd and Kyrie, it just seemed dangerous. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
go ahead,
Mm-hmm.
Iceman. Go ahead, Iceman.
He's. I think Jason Kidd is the MVP for real. That team for real. Like he's maturing as a coach because it's like he's the type of dude if he gets locked in winning, he's not gonna stop, bro. That's how he was with the Nets. And I think him and Kyrie being together, man, that's you're right, man. That's a dangerous combination. He respects Jason Kidd. They have the same birthday and all that. So
I
and
didn't
he
know
always
that.
says
Shout out to
that.
Iceman. I didn't know
Yeah,
that they got the
yeah.
same birthday.
Yeah, he always mentions that. Like, he looks up to him because they have the same birthday and all that. So they see each other eye to eye. And but yeah, like Jay said, I wasn't rooting for anyone, but it's like I think Luca just wants to take that next step because he's getting PTSD from the last time he got knocked out. So he's there now. So it's like, all right, now it's time to take it to another level. And as far as OKC is, I rock with them, man. They remind me of the old us, like of '09 of 1918. And but they ran into some grown men that want to get the job done. You know, you see how physical they were playing against them, and they backed down. You know, they
Nah,
played with some grown.
yeah, no, I missed the game, but I'm not gonna lie. I'm glad y'all pulled up to tell me. At least y'all seen it. But if they playing physical like that, that's because Jason Kidd probably coaching them to play that way too. And what
Mhm.
about the refs? Was it? Would you think they called a clean game?
They was letting it rock. To be honest with you, everybody was
Yeah,
just
they were.
dropping each other. Yeah, but yeah, man, I think they're gonna close it out, man. I really do, man. I think the Mavs might take that, man.
All right, it is what it is. So if that's the case, right? If the Mavs really take that, then who you think they're gonna see? Denver or Timberwolves? Minnesota Timberwolves next round conference final.
Mm. Man, shit, man. I think that might be the T Wolves right there, man. T Wolves,
Mm.
Mavs, and shit. That's the matchup right there because that could go 5 or 7. Like someone might have the upper hand quickly, or it might just go 7 straight up. I don't know. But it's a good matchup, man. But I don't think Anthony Edwards is gonna stop here, man. He's gonna keep going, bro.
Nah, that's what's up. I'll be honest, I want to see the Timberwolves get to the finals. I mean, the conference finals at least.
Yeah.
And I want to see them. I mean, damn, that's a whole different conversation. Whether they could beat the Mavs, I gotta see the record and how many times they played in the season to see actually what happened. Because I don't know if the Mavs beat the Timberwolves in the regular season.
Mm.
I don't
The
I
Timberwolves
don't
got
know.
way better defense than them too. It might lock them up too. So you
This
know
this next this next game between Timberwolves and Nuggets is important for the Timberwolves. I mean, if you let the Nuggets tie it up, I mean, the Nuggets can
Mm,
win after that, man. At the end of the day, you can never count out Nikola, man. That guy he could go from playing average to playing superstar MVP level. So I think this game for Timberwolves, I think this is a season type game for them. They got to come out with that fire intensity they had the first 2 games, or else momentum. That's all it takes is one game to shift everything for them. But it'll be interesting to see how that series finishes out for sure.
man, I was saying the same thing about the Pacers, bro. I still think the Pacers are taking that series, bro. I honestly do.
They
So.
got to play defense, Ice, man. They can't. Like at the end of the day, the Knicks are a walking wounded Warriors unit, man. If Pacers can't play a little defense, Brunson, man, he
Mhm.
might outscore the whole team at that rate. Like they got to play a little defense, man. At the end of the
Yo,
day,
but those calls that Brunson get, bro, like, come
right?
on, bro. Come
Mm.
on, man. I mean, TJ
Some refs,
McConnell,
yo,
bro.
yeah, those some of those calls be looking like again. I know he was probably leading in charges in the season, but I don't them flops be looking incredible. I can't lie to you.
That's that Villanova shit, bro. That all of them do it. They all do that flopping shit, bro.
So we're gonna call him Jalen Flopson from now on.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh man.
Yo, so hold on, let me ask y'all this, man. Any of y'all rooting for the Knicks? Harlem came over here the other day,
Hell no, bro.
he tried to convince me for 20 minutes
Nah, don't do it,
to
Bree.
root for the like this shit was crazy.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of turncoats, man. I'm seeing a lot of it, man. I mean,
Shit
you
is
got this, but you got to hold tight,
unfathomable.
man.
He came with an unfathomable request. Like what? No, I will not do that. I will decline that. But I will say that when I think about who got the best series right now out of the 4 games, it looked like the Knicks and the Pacers, man.
Yep, yep. I mean,
Who,
a
who
lot of
y'all?
people
Let's be
don't
just going
remember
around the
them.
panel. What's your favorite series to watch this playoffs so far?
Mm. That's
Yeah,
a
I
good
think it's the
one.
Knicks and Pacers, bro. I mean, they got the attention being that it's New York, but one thing I'm gonna say is that a lot of people that are rooting for the Knicks that never rooted for them. I don't think they were here in the '90s. Like this was regular. This happening was regular. The only thing was that they never made the next step, and that's what's gonna happen again, bro. They're gonna be disappointed, man. That's why I'm just saying, man, just let it rock. You're gonna see the Pacers come back and might take that series. But yeah, the best series is Pacers Knicks, bro, in my opinion.
Yo, hold on. I just want to say this real quick because there was a lot of hoopla about Nick Claxton and Miles Turner and should we trade him? And, oh, Miles Turner is a stretch big. Yo, let me say this. Nick Claxton is a better perimeter defender than Miles Turner. Miles Turner, he played a 3 better, but I mean, I don't need my big man hitting all those threes. I need them in the paint. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
Right.
saying? And I'm only saying that to say, well, us having Nick Claxton and Clowney, I don't want Nets fans to stress about Claxton not scoring 20 points. Man. Come on,
Mm-hmm.
man. You don't need him to score 20 points because he knocked down 4 3-pointers. No.
And,
We don't need that. We need him on. We got Clowney for that. Listen,
Yeah.
it's like you asking You know what I mean? You asking the gardener, this dude he cut the grass, but you asking him to I mean you asking him to do some other shit that he don't do. You know what I mean? Like it's like Claxton. That's not what he do. He don't shoot the three ball. I'm not. He won an award for best field goal percentage the 2 seasons ago. Like, I want him to stick with that, and then just be a better free throw shooter. I rather Claxton up his points because he become a better free throw shooter opposed to him developing this 3 pointer. Oh, I mean, I do want to develop the midi, but I think him having better with his free throws is more important than him developing the midi right now. So if he in the off season, because he is, you know what I'm saying? I hope he working on his free throws more than he working on a 3 point shot. Because I think it's more important for him to get that free throw shot before that 3 point shot. And he could average 15 by doing that, bro. If Clax get knocked down more in his free throws, he could average 15, 16 points. That's a fact.
That's a fact, man. I think once he gets that bag, that contract, he's gonna let loose a little more. And I think whatever's on his contract, he's gonna demand to let him expand his game. Whatever team he signed to expand his game.
He
Because it looked
should.
like he was limited with us. Like they wasn't letting him shoot. So I'm pretty sure he's like, yo, y'all gotta let me shoot now, or I'm leaving.
Right.
Because he got that in his bag, bro. He got way more skills. If you let him loose, he got way more skills than Miles Turner. Miles Turner may have that mid range over him, but if you let him loose, bro, he could show you something.
All right, so I mean,
Right.
what do you want to see from Nick Claxton next season?
Just take a little jumper, man. That's all I ask for. That's it. As far as everything else, oh yeah, and add some weight. That's it. A little
I
jumper
would
and add
say
some.
I would say this. I hope Jordy finds a way to incorporate the bigs more into the offensive schemes, not just have them rebound defense. Try to find ways for them to offensively impact the game more because expanding the offense with the bigs will help this team not just have to rely on Bridges or Thomas to carry the offensive burden by themselves. Like you can manipulate offensive systems to where the bigs can get more opportunities than they are currently getting on this iteration of the Nets instead of just having them just do defense because like you said, Claxton can improve. There's room for improvement, and if he gets the contract, I hope they do give him more freedom to show more of what he's got because I think he has it in him to do that for sure.
Jay, what about you, Jay? You care about Claxton or you just care about Dayron Sharp?
Bro, I told you it's a 1-2 punch, man. Clax and Day Day and Clax. It goes together like paper and facts. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Jay,
I,
why do they want to trade Dayron though, man? Why is like
That was
Dayron coming
nice.
up with
That was
potential
nice.
trade stuff, man? What's that all about?
who what?
Dayron, like they benched him towards the end of the season. There have been some reports potentially that if Clowney keeps emerging, that guys like Johnson or Dayron could potentially be traded for draft capital or bigger moves down the line. Like Dayron had a great season, like from top to bottom, career highs and everything. But now with Clowney emerging, they might want to move Dayron, but it's like we don't really have a center besides Dayron on this team as far as traditionally goes. Like, why do you think they might want to trade Dayron?
That's what a lot of people are saying. That's what it looks like. But I don't think that's a good move. I think
Right.
Dayron is the guy that gets a lot of rebounds. He's the only guy at like the center position that got some size to him. Um, but hey, uh, the team is going to do what they're going to do. But CJ could get out of here for all I'm concerned. I don't care.
Yeah, yo, Jay, I'm gonna be honest with you. To add to what you saying about Dayron, it's not like this a contract year for him. So it's like no harm, no foul by letting him stay. He makes the team better. If I had to say, yo, he's better, he making the team better, or nah, he make us better. He make the team better. So I'm not, it's not that I'm not for keeping him, but I do think that Clowney is going to take some of his minutes. I can't lie to you, bro. I think Clowney going to get some of those minutes.
Clowney is a power forward, man. He should be getting power forward minutes.
Yeah, but I think that okay, realistically, like you said, they go together, Clax and Dayron. But you gotta be honest, man. Clax and Clowney go better together.
On the floor at the same time. Like
Right. That's what I'm
Dayron
saying
is
in the lineup. So you saying that you
Dayron is a backup center, so he should be getting backup center minutes.
okay? So you
Now,
saying he shouldn't clash with Clowney
not to me,
because of the position? That makes sense though.
not to me, but it depends on what they want to do. Because a lot of time they want to run a small ball five and all of this dumb shit. Like when niggas is getting out rebounded, you need a nigga under the rim like that to say, "Excuse me, this is my rebound." Like, like,
Yeah.
like Claxton and Clowney can do that. Like they the type to try to like jump around you and get the rebound or be quicker than you and get the rebound. But Dayron is the only one that's gonna be like, watch out, little nigga. Excuse me. This is my ball.
Yeah, yeah, I know what you mean. I seen him move players out the way, and he physically strong, not like a country strong. Like he ain't no cut up magazine like the you know what I'm saying. Like he country strong. Like he in his spare time chopping down wood or some shit. Pause.
And wait till next year because he's gonna be cut up because that's the type of dude he be in the gym every day. And Claxton already getting diesel, but Dayron getting diesel. He already diesel.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't gonna lie, bro. If we could keep both of them, that'd be good. We ain't gotta pit them against each other, nothing like that. But speaking of CJ, since you brung it up, you think we can get a first round draft pick for him?
Yeah,
I
man.
think so.
Niggas gave up one for Royce, right?
Word, definitely for CJ. Hell yeah. Especially if you pack him up with somebody else. Yeah. Yo, Jay, man. I haven't been. Oh, okay. Breezy came back. I was gonna ask about that beef. I haven't heard one song yet, but I've been reading the
Oh my
lyrics.
goodness.
Yo,
It's crazy, man.
it's a whole bunch of shit that done happened.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'll do my best, but Jay probably could explain it to you more. So I'll start it off and say basically this is what I know, right? And then Jay, I'm pretty sure he could bring you
I
up to speed.
I got a playlist on my page. Just go to my page and look for the Drake versus Kendrick Lamar playlist.
Mm.
Is
Hold on.
Cause I get the gist of it. Like I know like what's happening. Like the theme. Like he's getting outed for being the you know what. Like and like now the big wigs is going after Kendrick Lamar, making him apologize for it. It's like it proves his whole point that he's a plant, that he got people behind him. Like so, I think just
That's
with
tough.
that Kendrick won. You know?
Yo, nah, that's tough. I mean, you pretty much got the gist of it, bro. Word. Yo, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. When it come down to it, the way I see it is this: when Kendrick Lamar seen J. Cole and Drake on that song together, he said, "Oh hell no! I can't.
Mm,
I can't believe my eyes." Far as I heard, he was supposed to be on that song and he declined it.
yeah, that's what
But
I'm saying. That's why it's not even that. It's not that he can't believe his eyes. He did not want to be on it because he said, "Yo,
mm,
I don't fuck with Drake, so I'm not gonna be on the song with Drake if I don't fuck with Drake."
mm.
That's peace,
uh,
but that's hating too, though. I think, but that's peace,
Yeah,
nah,
man.
see, see, my thing is, it depends how you look at it. He
bro.
don't want to be on a song with Drake because he called him a colonizer.
Mm,
He basically saying like all of the stuff in his songs. He like, yo, you know what I mean? You not authentic, like you don't represent the culture, like you from Canada and you trying to fit in with us, but you don't. And I'm gonna
Yo,
expose
bro.
you since nobody else gonna do it.
I hear you, and I just feel
mm,
like
I
that's
think
a
that's his perspective. That's not my
no. I
opinion.
feel I hear you, but that I feel like that's just a battle angle. Because at the end of the day, Drake said in the song, "You did you need a verse for Taylor Swift, make it witty. You need a verse for
mm,
Maroon 5." Those people are probably people that you would really think is colonizers, but he's doing songs with them no problem because it's the music industry and that's what people do. But
mm.
I'm just saying that that's just a battle angle. And listen, if you run with that angle and you cool with that angle, I'm not mad at you. But
I mean,
I,
it's deep,
he's
bro.
done
'Cause,
songs with Drake as well. So what he was colonizing then, or he was getting colonized. I don't know.
I mean,
man,
I think that's a little different. The angle that he took, basically, he said, "Yo," he doubled down and called us some slaves. He said, let me do the real nigga challenge." And then he talk about
mm,
how you go to Atlanta and all of these artists that's in Atlanta, you go there to get popping. Like you not popping without them. You talk heavy, like you put the six on the map, and you did. I can't even deny that you did, but don't make it seem like Atlanta ain't keep you where you at and got you where you at. That's in America. You acting like you don't know that though. So I think
and
Kendrick
Houston,
But
Lamar
it's
took.
not just Atlanta. If you really want to look at it, it's
and
Atlanta.
Houston too.
It's Houston. It's fucking LA. Like he does that. It's London. He does that everywhere because he's an international artist. That's what he does.
I mean,
But
Like
shit.
I think it's because
he goes and does songs with people.
but I think it's because it's not like he just putting Canada rap on. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? Like he going to places in America. You ain't going to different places in. We how many Canadian artists do we know because Drake put them on?
A few, The
mm,
Weekend, Party Next Door, and a few other people.
Uh, I mean,
Weekend
okay.
is only one of the biggest artists out.
man, I understand you said it's an angle, but man, let's not lie, man. This dude Kendrick Lamar probably has his DM full with everybody in the industry saying, "Yo, get this dude, get him." You know, so it's probably he's probably saying shit that they all want to say, but they feeding it to him like, "Yo, say this, say get this dude out of here. We want him out of here." You know,
Yo,
so
I said that the other day. Like, if everybody in the world got a problem with one person, that person probably might be a piece of shit. But
mm,
in terms of the battle, like, I don't think. I don't know. I don't think that some of the angles were weird for me. Is what I'm saying.
mm. It was more
All
like
right. So
personal
just,
stuff, but
but see, that's what I'm saying. Besides, and again, I think Kendrick, what he did too was he played defense too, kind of explaining why he don't make more music, why he be on some chill shit. He like, yo, I don't fuck with the industry like that. Like, you know
mm,
what I mean? I love hip hop and I love the culture, but again, all of these artists and Drake and Kendrick, not the first two, they'll if you listen to their music, they'll speak to you about that side of the music game, the business side of it, and all of the shit that they got to go through on that side of it. That's why they was coming at each other about the splits
mm-hmm.
this and the splits that. You know what I'm saying? Because it is about Jay, and you know this. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of artists that are just savvy and great with music, but the business side of it, they're not
Got
savvy
that.
with it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
Um,
saying? And I think artists get taken advantage of because they not savvy on the business side sometimes. You know what I mean? And Kendrick and Drake, they basically like show each other the splits. When Kendrick like, yo, you was signed to a nigga that was signed, like, yo, he was saying some shit. Like, I don't know, man. How you call this, Jay? You got Drake winning this battle, or
I
what's your opinion
I
on it?
already told you, yeah, I got Drake winning this 3-0, no debating. But it is a
mm,
lot of debating. It is a lot of debating, so I can't say that. But I'm just joking. But yeah, I got Drake up. Like I don't like a lot of the angles Kendrick was taking. I think it was just some stuff that I think could have been done better, and Drake was just. I feel like both of them was mid, but I feel like Drake was better mid.
mm.
I
But
heard
Man,
that. I heard that song that Kendrick Lamar did. They not like us. United
no,
the whole LA.
that one,
yeah.
that one, I think is a good song. Like I That one is the best one, I think, from Kendrick.
They was
And I
playing
was,
They Not Like Us at the graduation, bro. I
yeah, they
seen
do.
there was a high school graduation. They was playing that at the they celebrate to that.
They're playing it everywhere.
Bro,
Well,
they might be sea walking over the stage. This is crazy.
everywhere on social media.
Let me tell you how serious this is, man. For Kendrick, you know that BBL Drizzy that came out. There's a
Yeah,
merengue version that came out, bro, and they're dancing to that shit in New York City, bro. Trust me, I think that shit. When I heard that shit, I said, "Nah, man, he's
That's
not
low
right."
key hilarious, yo.
That's yeah. People making fun of it, like. And but
you know,
what I
niggas
wanted to
turned it
tell you
from a
was,
20v1 to a 2000v1.
yeah. I remember
But
Breezy
that's the
said,
thing. Is it? I think they making it seem like Drake represent the industry. So I don't know if it's a V1, Jay. They making it seem like Drake is the one that stopped the beef because UMG and this, that, and the third. And I don't know, man. They making it seem like Drake got the machine backing him, and it ain't no
mm-hmm,
1v20. Kendrick said, "How is a 1v20 when I gotta smack the Ghost Riders too? I gotta battle
yeah.
them too."
That's what I wanted to get at, bro. I remember you said you're an engineer, so you could hear the little things.
Yeah.
I make music too, bro. And there was one stream you made about this beef, and I was reading the lyrics while you was reading it. Yo, bro, Drake is not writing that shit, bro. He is not writing that. My intuition is telling me, yo, bro, that looks AI, man. When he said something about Rick Ross, Miranda, right? Something said, yo, he's not writing this, bro. I
Why is
just
he not writing it?
I just feel, you know how Breezy said that he could hear things when he engineers. When I write shit, I could
Yeah.
tell when somebody's not writing this shit, bro. I don't think he's writing his shit, bro. I think
Oh, okay.
somebody.
You're a writer, so you write rhymes.
Yeah.
All right, that's
He
what's up.
I feel
he's
like
not writing shit.
Drake, I'm sure he has help writing ideas for songs, like, but I don't think people are coming and like correcting his shit. Like, I think it's
Mm,
more like he has people writing songs. If he likes your idea, he's gonna take your idea and make it into a bigger song than you would have made it by yourself. But
mm.
and I think some people who are writers will not do that. But some people, like, if you're concerned about making sure you always consistently have a hit, you may do that. Like,
Yeah. I know where you're coming from. 'Cause when you're in the
I mean, but
studio and there's someone say, "Yo,
It,
say it
it,
like this."
you just got a shop of writers, and you just go in there. Okay, let me hear it.
Yeah.
pretty
But that's
Who's
some
much.
first?
label shit.
And all
Labels
of
do
them
that.
people really be working on their own shit and working on shit. But if he hear a concept that he like, yeah, I'm gonna take that, I'm gonna flip this, you keep this, you can have writer's credit on this. We all gonna eat.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's the business side of it. You talking about?
Obviously, it's a business.
Yeah.
Right, but no, I'm just saying. Again, you gotta remember the audience. They don't know all of this stuff, bro. This is how it work. When they say they got ghostwriters, this is what they mean.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So
And really,
listen,
the thing
but
is,
still though, I can't.
ghostwriters.
How you gonna justify somebody battle rapping your writing your battle raps though? That's
That's what
kind of
I was
crazy.
coming at.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Like,
what I'm.
come
I
on.
I don't know if that's happening. Like, I don't. I'm not sure if that's happening. And even if that is happening, I'm judging the final product that is put out.
Mm. Yo,
You
man,
don't
this
care
dude,
if he wrote it or not.
man,
Bro, I like I was saying to you before, you want to ask if he wrote it. They saying that Kendrick Lamar stole bars from battle rap niggas and had like they pulling up tweets from mad long ago that have mad of the bars that are in Kendrick Lamar shit. Like,
Mhm.
what's worse, getting written for or stealing a bar without giving credit?
Mm,
I
man,
think my thing is when they say he's taking bars from Twitter, they talking about little quotes that people might have had.
Yo,
Like,
it was 73 of them little quotes. It was the
so they
A
saying
minor. A minor might be the best bar out of his whole shit. It
he
was
got
bro,
that
damn
from Twitter.
it. yes, they had it. They said if Drake had it, it'd probably be like. But I don't know if he really stole it from Twitter. But people was pulling up all this shit saying he might have, and they had it was like 73 different quotes. I'm like, God damn, the whole verse.
Damn, man. I wouldn't be surprised if there's like 50 dudes with Drake. Because you know OVO, they always together. Well, he's probably recording this shit. It's probably 50. Nah. Say this. You know, he's like, yeah, I got you. I'm gonna say this. You know, so I don't know. When you battling, bro, it's supposed to come like from your heart. Like, I'm gonna get this dude, man. Like, I got it. Lock yourself in the room and do what you gotta do. But like you said, it's a business, man. And it is what it is. Now you got these label dudes threatening him to apologize on some. I'm not even gonna say the word.
Wait, who getting threatened right now?
Kendrick and
Oh,
Weekend
oh, so
for
so
calling
Drake,
him a you know what.
so Drake took the corporate route, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yo, Drake.
Uh,
I don't even think Drake gotta take the corporate route because if he is as industry as people say he is, he wouldn't have any control over any of that.
But
Like they would
remember
do it
the
without
deal he
his.
signed.
They would do it without his knowing. Like we, I. This is getting out of hand. Excuse
Mm-hmm.
me. You're not even in this conversation anymore, buddy.
Right. But
Yeah, that's
but
exactly
hold
what he
on.
Listen
said.
here, buddy.
Hold on. Let me say this because I was watching somebody named Urban Legend Will Evans. Y'all heard of him?
I think that's where I got it from right there. Well, YouTube, you talking about?
Yeah, on YouTube. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Long story short, I don't want to misquote him, but he said something to the effect that even Top Dog, that's associated with Kendrick Lamar, called it off, and I think
Mm-hmm.
that's a sign that he got notion from those UMG. Like, all right, enough is enough. Like, throw in the damn towel. You know what I'm saying? Word. So I think he threw in the towel, and it wasn't his call. Maybe Drake got five more. You know what I mean? If Drake got five more, then Kendrick definitely got 55 more. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's me
well,
being
and
a
and
fan.
and in the last track, he when he was basically talking on the outro of it, he said I guess somebody infiltrated and told Drake that Kendrick got 10 more songs or whatever or
Yo,
something
Oh
like
man.
that.
man.
All I think is if it wouldn't have been no wild R. Kelly allegations, the battle could have went on and it could have been a. I feel like just like Drake said at the end of the song, you would have been a competitor if you wasn't predator, you wasn't lying to every blogger and editor. Like,
Oh man. He said that shit?
Yeah,
yeah,
he did say that in the
What?
in the heart, but
Yeah, Hard
What
I
Six.
the?
That's crazy.
but
Yo.
I honestly believe Jay definitely has a point to that, but
like
I
if it
think
would have been none of that wow shit, like even that the what's the song, the last song that you just said, Not Like Us, I think that's, like I said, that's the best one from Kendrick out the shit. I feel like that one is tough, but
right.
I can't really like you saying they
But
planted
but but
it
that's
at
but
they
that's where the
planted
R.
at
Kelly shit kind
graduation.
of started because wasn't
No,
it Ilana
he was
was
saying it in the other ones, he was saying it still, but that's the one where I'm just saying I don't really want to boogie to it. Like if that shit is true, I hope it's not. But if it is true, I don't want to be boogieing to a song about R. Kelly anyway.
Mm.
I
Like,
mean, well, Jay, to your point, I figured whether it's true or not, it's still public perception. But at the
yeah, it
same
is
time,
public perception or how
yeah,
it's a battle angle, but this is the one of the biggest stages of a battle ever.
I personally think, bro, like there's true malice behind Kendrick saying it in the first place because
Yeah.
you know for a fact that this dude is, and I said it, bro, like somebody that has made a name for himself, like Drake has outside of music, with being the Raptors global ambassador and all of these companies, basically throwing dollars at like it. him saying it basically messes up like a money route. So now the corporate
Mm-hmm.
companies that was funded, that was okay with throwing Drake on a commercial or putting Drake as a global ambassador, this, that, and the
That's why they
third.
stepping in.
Yeah, that is why they stepping in. But at the same time, I personally think there's a deeper, darker plot that, like, the shooting outside of
Mm-hmm.
the crib.
Bro,
Hold on, please,
Nike,
slow it down. Hold on, let me add some context
No.
to this. I
Nike
can't.
is like, what do I gotta do with this? My
What?
my my profits don't got nothing to do with a rap battle.
Mm.
Yeah, I
Hold
feel
on.
you. I mean, yeah, Nike is definitely saying that.
Yeah, no, but hold on. I'm saying that far as the shooting outside of his spot, I heard it was more tied to the weekend than it was Kendrick Lamar.
A lot of
No,
people
that's
were
some
saying that
OVO
because
shit, man.
like the weekend is from Toronto as well. So my thing is, it's
That don't
like,
got nothing to do with Kendrick.
yeah. I don't think
That's
that
some
got nothing to do
OVO
with
shit.
Kendrick, but at the same time, I feel like just the fact that it's out there while the shit was going on, 2 days after your last response track came out, it would seem like, yo, you got, if you Drake, you got more than one problem.
Yeah.
You got people in Toronto like that, like, with problems with you, and you got people in the States with problems with you. So the reality of it, bro, is like, I don't think you got enough angles, and you have enough and you have enough leeway, and you got a long enough reach to basically tell them, y'all need to cool it down, man, because this is messing
Right.
up now. And I'm pretty sure that, listen, on the Kendrick side of things, man, anything on that Compton side, them niggas is like, hell no, we ain't slowing shit
Yeah,
down.
like fuck it.
Like,
Fuck it.
Bro, the
this nigga
only
been sneak dissing for like 12. He been subliminals, man, for like 12 years, and we already know this shit was already brewing. This shit was already cooking in a pot. You
Hold
know what
on.
I'm
So
saying?
let
bro,
me
for
say
what
this. Let me say this real quick. Hold on. Shout to LM. LM ain't say much yet. I want to get to LM, but let me say this real quick, LM. I think what Kendrick wanted to do is show again why I don't rock with the industry. I fall
Mm.
back because y'all try. He like, yo, y'all trying to make. And again, remember, J. Cole, he apologized. It's not that he just apologized. Like, yo, Kendrick, I'm sorry. Yo, all right, let's get to the next song. He said, yo, I'm sorry. I respect your music. I can't believe I tried to disrespect your music. Like, basically, like, yo, he walked back his whole
I
diss.
want to talk more about that, actually.
Yo,
On
me
Hold
that
on, of
too,
topic.
course.
bro. Cause I got
Like,
something
my
about.
my thing is just like,
Hold on,
yo,
I don't walk it back. He removed it from all platforms.
he removed he removed everything from all platforms, all of that shit. Like, so let me ask y'all this, bro. Like,
Hold on, let me finish. Let me say this. That got me laughing though. Hold on. Now I'm only saying that to say, and again, I got this from Urban Legends, Will Evans. I heard Schoolboy Q spoke to J. Cole and told him to bow out. Not no, let me. That's a wrong choice of words.
I heard that too, though.
He asks him to bow out. Like, yo, this like if and Jay, you know battle rap. Remember what Sue Surf told Dude? He said, yo, this wasn't even you. You should, but you should have ducked or some shit. He said, I don't know if you remember that, but hold on, man. Yo, the cops always trying to fuck shit up, man.
My fault.
Yeah. Nah, you good. Nah, I was playing. But nah, what I was saying was, what did he say? Urban Legend. Oh yeah, again, it's starting to look more like a wise decision. Him bowing out of this, man. And
you
the
know
only
what?
say,
I want to speak
let
more
me
on
say
this,
this.
bro. I
Let me
really
say,
do.
and let me say why. Because when not
I'm gonna tell you why not.
To Jay's talking point, I care more about the bars than the T. But what I will
Mm-hmm.
say in Kendrick Lamar's defense is I like as a fan, he explains that the reason why you don't get more music from me is because I'm avoiding the media. Like even in that bar, and this is the last thing I'm gonna say. He says about the, oh, you don't know nothing about that, waking him up, you know nothing about that. He basically saying like, yo, he said that because the bar before that he said You think I'm running around trying to get dirt on niggas? That's whole shit. I got a son to raise. So basically, just that ball, he's like, yo, I'm not running around trying to get dirt on it. Like sometimes shit just be falling in these artists a lot because they be having something against artists sometimes. I don't know, man. But go
Yep.
ahead, Leaf. I don't want to be long
You
winded.
know
Go ahead.
what? And I wanted I feel like the like that verse,
Yeah,
kept it kept it to a place where it was like what Jay was talking, the opposite what Jay was talking about. Like it didn't get to the R. Kelly shit.
bro,
It
it's
didn't
just
get to that.
bars.
Yeah, it was just bars and it was a good play on words. But the thing was, I felt like it for some reason I felt like J. Cole, Schoolboy Q, them niggas knew a lot. Them niggas knew they foreshadowed what was about to happen before it happened. If somebody did, bro. Like because there's no way that a nigga hit up J. Cole and was like, "Hey, yo, I'm
Well,
gonna
I
need you.
tell
Yo,
you what,
I'm gonna need you to chill out, bro. Like, yo, nah,
I'm gonna tell you what J.
you
Cole
don't want to
really
get on
missed
that.
out on about uh 15 to 30 million streams
That's a
Mm.
fact. That's a
because
fact.
all of the songs that Drake and J. Cole got between 15 and 30 million streams, and J. Cole would have had somewhere in between there if he would have been dropping records too. But he
Yeah.
missed out on the biggest moment in his career, being a pussy.
I mean, that's true, but
I mean, listen, you say the 15 to 30 million streams. I'm like, how personal do you think? Do you think J. Cole had the ability to get as personal as these two niggas is getting, bro? Because this is like that
That the
started with
ability and the
that's
skill.
not. But the
like
thing is,
to
when
me
people
like
feeling
that
the
to
real,
me I think like that started the like that verse. It started on some rap shit, nigga. After Big Three, this is just Big Me. I don't think it went anywhere to like, yo, okay, yo, I know what you do. Yeah, yo, the R. Kelly shit and this, that, and the third. I don't think it was going in that direction, bro. Like, but the thing is, when you dealing with Drake, bro, like I feel like the angle is you got to get personal. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's not that I.
I don't even think that's
well,
the
Drake
case,
said something
Leaf.
about his
The
wife first.
right, he and
He did.
push-ups, he the one that mentioned his wife and his kids. So if
This the
at
second
Kendrick's
time he did
point,
that too, bro. By the way,
in the second, so the Kendrick's, I think for me, I think Kendrick was like, yo, let's keep it rap. It's plain and simple. As soon as he heard that, I feel like he was like, okay, I got two routes I can take. Let's see what you going to say, and if you just keeping it rap, we can keep it rap. If you mention my
LM,
family,
let's keep it real.
or
LM, we gotta keep it real. I think from what I've seen thus far, Kendrick Lamar anticipated Drake was going to take that route. He anticipated that. He always talking
I
about
agree.
somebody girl, somebody wife. He anticipated. That's why he said I calculated that you're not as calculated. Like I could even predict your angle. I knew you was going to
Mm.
say something
Bro,
about my
yo,
wife.
Breezy,
Mm.
Euphoria is literally like the way Euphoria, Kendrick predicted all of this shit that's gonna happen. It's in the first verse. He knew every single thing that this nigga Drake was gonna do. And now that we seeing it unfold, especially with some new video coming out that niggas had the Drake items that was on Meet the Grams or whatever. Some video just came out about some nigga in Brooklyn or whatever in Dumbo that had the items. Nigga was at in Drake telling him, "Yo, come get your shit, or I'm suing you for claims of theft." With
Mm.
and I guess he's showing that, yo, we had these items in 2023, nigga. You ain't feed Kendrick and shit. Y'all ain't feed this nigga information. We been had these items. So I'm
Hold on, LM. Two things could be true. I think Jake, him being a general that he is, call it what it is. He got the machine behind him.
Mhm.
He did gave some fake information to Kendrick, but Kendrick probably looked at that as that like maybe like icing on a cake. But he already had the cake. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It,
Yeah.
like
But
Jay
my
said.
thing
So
is, this is
maybe
before the beef, though, Breezy.
no,
This
no,
was
no. But that's
last
what
year.
no. But this is what I'm saying. I think Drake fed him that daughter information. But this, I don't think Drake is prepared for. I think UMG, they shut everything down once they seen that footage. That this whoever this is on Twitter, Ebony, whoever this person is, showing that
Niggas
stuff
is
that
saying
they
that
got.
is Kendrick Lamar though.
Right, they saying
Yeah.
it's him.
Nah, I don't think that's Kendrick.
Yo,
No,
nigga,
no,
Yo.
If
no,
it,
I'm just saying, niggas
no.
search
It
that
could
shit.
be.
I, I mean,
It's
probably
like it's like Clark Kent, man. You never know, man.
that nigga looked
Well,
like
niggas,
a
You said
Joker
it's like
villain in that
Clark Kent.
video,
I
niggas was
think.
searching up
Listen,
the
a
names,
Batman villain in that video. Actually.
to
searching.
me, bruh,
Right.
whoever the intel is coming from, bruh, to have Kendrick as plotted as he is, it made it seem like whether it's somebody in OVO or whether it's somebody in Dumbo or whether it's somebody in Toronto, whatever the case may be, I think the plot is the plot and the attack is the attack, bro. Like I think that listen, we all agreed weeks ago that the only way that Drake was gonna be like really flustered, bro, is if you got on some real personal shit.
Yo,
I
bro,
thought we agreed on that, bro. I think we all talked about we had them talking points long before a lot of these records had came out.
Yo, but hold on,
Even
Luke.
while I like was that we was having that discussion when I said, "Yo, Aubrey don't need to even get in this.
Yo,
This
Leaks.
got
Nah, you
everything to
did.
do with J. Cole." And then he did that sucker shit, and then now it's all in Aubrey lap. It seemed like a whole
yo,
setup
Leaf,
to
I
me.
wanted to respond to
Yo,
that to that J
Yo,
Cole.
that the setup is crazy. Nigga said Drake
Yo,
jumped out there. Now Drake gotta say something.
yeah.
It seemed like a plot to me. I don't know, bro. Like the more and more I dig, bro, like it seemed like J. Cole kind of lined this nigga up. He was like, you know what,
yo,
man,
but
like
that,
I'm
yo,
out
that's
of
what I
here,
was
bro.
gonna
Like, yo, he
say,
told
You
bro.
the one who said Big Three, not
It
me.
seemed it nah, Jay, tell me if I'm
No,
right or
yo,
wrong.
look, cause
No,
he the one who said Big Three. Nigga said
Yeah,
you the one who said Big Three. I ain't even say that shit.
yeah, but Jay, tell me I'm wrong,
yeah.
bro. Don't J. Cole seem like the nigga. Hey, man, he talking about you, bro. Yeah, hey, I ain't got no beef with the nigga, bro. You got it. It seemed like
But
that's what he told. It seemed like he told Drake that like on some like some like secret message type shit, bro. Like, hey, that's on you, bro. It
you
seemed
know
like a
why
setup to me.
J Cole's playing both sides. You know why? Matter of fact, I'm gonna answer yours and Breeze.
What?
Breeze said that Kendrick he won exposed was not authentic, right? So I think he has something
Mm-hmm.
for J Cole too because J Cole is half what Drake is half. Drake is half black and half you know what.
Look
So
at
is
shit.
J Cole. So
Look
is
at
J
shit.
Cole too. So he's like, yo, these dudes is they one in the same, bro. So a dude that's playing both sides and he's rocking with this dude. Nah, I got something for him too. That's why he was tight when he bowed out, when J. Cole bowed out, like, bro, you was gonna get it too, man. Because you have industry too, and I know what you're about. So
Mm.
I think he still got something for him, man. I still think he looked crazy bowing out because he exposed himself, bro.
No, but
Because
yo, you gotta realize. I think at the end of the day, the difference between J. Cole and Drake is the machine. The relationship
exactly.
J. Cole has with the machine and the difference between Drake and his relationship with the machine. And I think
Mm,
again the difference between J. Cole and Drake, let's keep it real, is the content matter. The stuff
mm,
that J. Cole rap about, regardless if he half of this, half of that, he human and he connect, bro. The shit
mm,
he talk about everything from the first time he hit something to getting talking about walking away from a relationship with shorty pregnant but he don't want to be there. Like
Talking
he's
about
just
the
be
neighbors, man. Like when he moved in,
yeah,
all
like
that
yo,
shit.
he
I
be
mean,
having
I feel as if J Cole like a lot of his stories was authentic. Was more
yeah,
so
man.
more so on the authentic side. Whereas Drake, bro, like we knew what Drake was trying to do. He was appeasing to this crowd, that crowd, this crowd, that crowd. All of them niggas that was up in there in Dreamville the night when he made that fucking apology, bro. Like I hope a lot of them niggas got their money back. One, but the fact that they stayed there during the show while he did that soft ass shit that he did, just shows me that like, yo, J. Cole, whether J. Cole is in it or out of the beef, like we rock with him, bro. We rock with his music, we rock with his stories, we rock with this, that, and third. So
Mhm.
the reality is like, man, I think listen, J. Cole is I think he was playing both sides in the beginning, but I think he gracefully bowed out from both sides now that this shit escalated to where it is.
Mm.
but think
Yeah,
about it. Hold on. Two things I want y'all to know. The next time J. Cole was seen or heard, it was him by himself on a beach. Some random fan ran into him on a beach, and he was by himself chilling.
Yeah, he was sitting there thinking about how he could have had 30 million streams. He's like,
but
man,
yo,
yo,
it to Lee's point, like, and it go, and for me, it brings me back to when Lil Wayne was speaking about Drake when he first entered the game.
bro, y'all don't
I mean,
realize this
niggas.
is Kendrick Lamar's biggest moment in his whole career right now, and J
Yep.
Cole could have had the same thing if
Mm,
he'd have won.
nah, I don't think that's. I don't think. I think there's
What
certain.
you
Every
mean?
time Kendrick has came out, it's always been a moment from the Control verse to
No,
the
but
Pimp a
this is the biggest,
Butterfly to
bro. It's
now.
facts. This is the biggest one, bro.
The
I don't think it's the
international piece,
biggest one.
Bro, you don't
I
have to
mean, it's
think. You
in.
go look at the numbers. It's there. You go look at it. It's obvious.
Regardless, Kendrick does numbers regardless.
Yeah, but
Yes,
not like
it's
this.
interesting because it's a beef.
Yeah,
But
but
regardless if it
exactly,
wasn't a
it's a
beef or
beef,
not,
and it's
he
a beef
still does
with.
numbers.
If this beef would have been with two chains, it wouldn't have been the same,
Yes, it would
mm,
have, bro. I
bro.
think it
You
still would
are
have
nuts.
because I think well, listen, regardless, it's a beef. Niggas is gonna be interested regardless.
But
It's
not if
beef.
it was
That's
two chains.
always gonna make news. I still would have made news if it was two chains. Maybe not on the Drake level, but it still would have made news
Exactly.
regardless.
It
Kendrick
has
and the
to be a
beef.
Drake level. That's the point.
But
mm.
the point is this, right? I hear niggas say this all the time. The fact of the matter is, with Drake beef with Meek Mill or whatever, cool. I think regardless of all the Meek Mill and pushing them niggas, respect to them, they rappers, you know what I'm saying? But this ain't one of them niggas. This is somebody that one you grew up with in 2010. Y'all both grew up together, so you should have done your homework. You knew what the nigga was capable of. You was edging him on. This is a nigga that does numbers. This ain't no regular, degular, Big Sean, one of them niggas. This somebody who, if you gonna diss him, you gotta come correct and come with the shits. You egged him on with push-ups and tailor-made freestyle. You said nah, 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 nah. You following through. You told him, yo, yeah, we know you take your time with shit. You know you take your time with music. We gonna wait a couple weeks. You pushing
What
your
that got to
album
do
out for
with
the
him being?
rollout.
What that got to do with
Like,
him this being the biggest moment in his career?
because Kendrick, regardless of what Kendrick does, regardless of any beef, and he still does numbers. Mr. Morale, when that came out, that was one of the biggest moments.
Bro,
Right?
he
It
just
wasn't a
broke the
beef, but
Spotify record. He ain't break the Spotify record last time.
he
I
had the
think what
highest
Jay is saying,
grossing he had the highest grossing tour of all time for Mr. Morale.
Until Drake got into
Before
it.
Drake did that.
Yeah,
Exactly.
until Drake got
But
into it.
he's
Like,
but at the end of the day, they two biggest art to me, it doesn't matter which one is bigger. Drake is the
no,
bigger
I'm
artist,
not
but it
even
doesn't
saying.
mean that K Dot is like some little nigga. He does numbers. Like the nigga got 70 million listeners on Spotify. Somebody out there listening. Niggas is out there
Bro,
listening.
I'm not mad at you for being a Kendrick Lamar fan, and I respect the nigga, but I'm just saying this right here is the biggest moment he ever had in his career, and J. Cole could have had a similar moment if he wouldn't have just took out, bowed out.
even
I think
more,
them niggas
J.
is good
Cole don't
regardless.
care. J. Cole care more about his peace and his privacy than he do about all of this shit,
Man,
I
bro.
fuck
think
that.
both of them niggas care about
I
the
think
Nah,
same
J. Cole
shit.
do care. J.
nah.
Cole always
you better
rap
not be
about being the
rapping like
best
he,
J
rapper
J
and
J
the
top
Cole J
greatest.
lyricist
Cole
now.
line J Cole lined that nigga Aubrey up.
J. Cole knew that shit was gonna get personal. That's why he did. I
He
don't
Yeah,
lined
blame him
that
for
nigga
doing this
Aubrey. He
shit.
lined that nigga Aubrey up, bro. He knew where it was going. It don't. There's no way that you get the call from Schoolboy Q, and you knew your record was trash when you recorded it. You knew it was trash. You ain't got that shit off of every airwave you could get it off of. My thing is
crazy.
like, yo,
Oh god.
you
Yo,
knew
I
you
don't
was
know.
lining this nigga Aubrey up. You knew you was because
So
if you continue with this rap battle, Aubrey wouldn't have said shit.
right,
Aubrey
somebody made
wouldn't
a
have said
good
nothing.
point, right? I don't know if y'all watched the Joe Budden podcast, but so Joe made a good point, right? He was saying something like, um, Drake is obviously, as we all know, at the head of the head. He the crop of the crop. Damn near probably the biggest artist in the world, right? And when you look at Drake and when you look at the rest of the niggas, they basically the field. If you want to keep it that way.
Mm-hmm.
But he said something interesting. He was like, "Yo, I think Drake underestimated the field. Like when you
Yeah.
look at the field, right? When there's one nigga at the top, you think he untouchable. Yeah, cool, right? But when you look at the field, it's not like there's trash niggas in that field. There's plenty of niggas that can give you the smoke. So I
Yeah.
think when it came to the battle, I think Drake just underestimated that it was niggas in the field that was like that. And I
Yeah.
think that at the same time, when you look at niggas in the field like Kendrick, J. Cole, yeah, they not on the same fame and notoriety level as a Drake, but at the same time, they can still spar with niggas.
The thing, the
So
thing,
Yeah.
I
the thing is, the niggas that was in the field, bro. Like a lot of them ain't selling records. A lot of them ain't putting
Mm-hmm.
out shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
right.
the reality is that whether even though the top dog issues is all documented, we already know about that shit. Let's be honest, bro. This is probably the most consistent Kendrick that we done had and how long?
That is a fact.
True.
And I think
That's true.
it would have been
Yeah,
That's a
real
that's true.
fact.
hard for Kendrick to win without the Not Like Us record. Like he needed something that had a bop to be a hit, to be a good song, apart from the beef. Know what I mean? And
Yo,
that
hold on,
was
Jay. You
Uh,
got
good
you said
song.
you like Family Matters. So hold on. You said it's 3-0 Drake, but what is yo? Not Like Us is better than every Drake song that came out, bro.
Nah, I don't. I disagree.
Okay, so
nah, that's the best
what
song
song
in the
you got
beef.
better
The
than Not
beef.
Like Us?
Family Matters is the best song in the beat.
Mm.
Uh,
I think when you're
uh,
battling, bro, I think when you're battling and you getting lyrical, right, and the other dudes start getting on some na 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 shit, he lost, bro. And I think Drake does that, like, oh, na 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 type shit. You know how when Rick Ross and 50 Cent were battling, and Rick Ross was spitting, and 50 Cent was coming out with
That
pimping
nigga Drake
curly.
said, "When you beat on your girl, is it self defense because she bigger than you?"
Oh shit, he said that
Yeah,
shit.
but bro,
Son,
that is
nigga said,
he
nah,
didn't
nigga
really
that
said,
battle
none
with
of that
that,
nigga,
Jay.
compared to
son,
what
and
Kendrick
look,
said in his
he
verses,
addressed
yo.
the
Come
shit that
on
y'all
now.
niggas saying right now. Nigga said Kendrick just opened his mouth. Someone go give him a Grammy right now. Like
Oh
that's
shit.
how people treat that kid. Like he say
That yeah,
anything and
that's what
she's
I'm
When
like,
it
"Oh
comes
my
to,
saying.
I ain't
god."
gonna
He
hold
said
you. When it comes to
It's funny.
lyricism,
It's
Kendrick
funny.
beat that
It's
nigga
funny.
hands down in
he
each
told
Drake
that
got
battle.
the
nigga,
machine
Nah. But
behind him,
the
bro.
thing is,
Facts.
Jay, you
For
mentioned
him to say
this nigga
that, I
Kendrick
think
had
it's funny
Kendrick
because he
spit
got the machine behind him.
187,000
Hmm.
bars, and not all of them was hot. Like the nigga got mad. He had wasted bars in there. I feel like it was
No,
shit I
bro,
could have done
nah, none
without.
of, we gotta dissect these lyrics, bro, because there's a lot of
Uh,
shit that he said that it's going over niggas' heads,
No, I
bro.
hear you, but some of that shit was trash too. Like even if you go over niggas' head, you can still be trash.
yeah.
Nah,
Like
Listen,
the
I
I
don't
ending,
mean,
know.
it's like I didn't even need to
I'm a
hear that.
little,
Like
I'm
There's
a
a lot
little
of
bit.
shit Drake said that I was like,
I'm
like
kind of
none of
half
that
and
shit was
half with
really
Jay,
hitting for
but
me.
just off the strength of like
honestly,
just
the
the
only
overall
shit I really
content.
could have done without from Drake is the fucking baby mother shit. Like the
And
Jay
Kendrick got the most
free
one-liners in
shake
the
that
whole
ass for me,
beef.
shake that ass for me. Like I could have
Mm.
done without that part. But besides that, that
Bro,
song was
have y'all
fire.
not noticed that throughout the entire beef, Kendrick got the best one-liners in the whole beef that niggas is putting on Twitter, on Instagram? There's
like, talk
nobody
to him,
quoting
man.
any
Talk to Jay.
one-liners from any Drake song. Oh, what's the
Because
A minor? What
it's the
that's
cool
one.
shit to hate
The
on Drake right
we
now.
don't want to hear you say nigga no more. Did like
That's
this
why I like that
mad
he
shit.
started with the shit. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I like that he started it the way he started it after that. We don't want to hear
What else he get? What else
with
they
the nigga
quoting?
I said it. I
The
know you be mad. I like
That
that
was
shit.
dope. I like that. I was
I
dope.
like
I was weak at that. I ain't gonna hold you. That's
that
a
shit
heavy
funny too.
crack.
Like
But
the best shit that I think about this whole shit is the fact that when he dropped when he dropped Family Matters, he dropped Meet the Grams immediately after, and then Not Like Us was a great record. But I didn't really like Meet the Grams. That shit was boring. But I did like the fact I heard that it was recorded in A minor. That's why it sounds boring. You know what I mean?
Oh shit.
Like that's
nah,
why
I think that was probably. I think niggas is underestimating 616 in LA. To me, that's probably one of the
that shit was
best
dookie.
shit.
That shit was
Nah, that
dookie.
shit was fire. That Al Green sample,
That shit was
bro. That
dookie.
shit was fire.
Yeah, obviously
And
you got that with
the
beef, but
song is hot because in the beginning, in the beginning of the song, before the nigga even gets to acting Drake and order, the nigga is confessing to God for forgiveness before he killed this nigga. And to
Mm,
me, that's one of the funniest shit I've ever heard in the rap battle. This nigga is confessing to God, telling him, "My confession is yours, but who am I if I don't go to war?" Like the nigga is literally in the beginning telling y'all
That
niggas,
was
"I
tough.
that's
really
I ain't gonna
don't
exactly
lie.
want
how
to,
I
he
like
said it.
that
that I
part too.
don't
I
want to
like that
do
part
this."
too.
And I don't want to do this to him. I don't want to do this to this man. But God, I'm telling you, I gotta do this. These niggas chose me to go against this guy, so I gotta go. And then in the second verse, the nigga just what everybody want to hear, right? Y'all want to hear, oh, y'all nigga, don't you have you ever played? Have you ever? Let's see. Have you ever thought that OVO was working for me? And if you were street smart, then you would have known that your niggas was there to hustle you. Like the
mm,
nigga just dissect him in the whole second verse. I feel like that shit was hot. Like
Yeah,
you're not gonna get to work yet. I'ma pray, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do a little prayer confession, and then after that, all that shit is done. I'm going at you. I
he could
think
have
that shit
kept
is
that.
fire.
that beating your wife type of shit. That's man. That's
Yeah,
heavy,
I
man.
don't. I think they both
That's
was
why
throwing
you gotta call him the
allegations for real.
PTU. Man. So now I understand why Kendrick came from that angle. He's a you know what? Because if
Yeah,
he
they
yo,
both were throwing a lot of tea.
But
That's
I
why
think
like
regardless of the
should
allegations
have
and the
been
shit,
more.
I think regardless of the allegations and all that shit aside, bro, these niggas was rapping. Like we
mm,
gotta keep it a these niggas was
They
rapping.
was, but
I
that's not
never
what
heard
people
Drake
focus
rap
on.
like that, but in my life, like that nigga was really putting the
Nah,
pen to the pad.
I don't even think he went that crazy. I think Drake was keeping it fun, light.
Family Matters, he went crazy, Jay. I've never heard. That's the Drake I always want to hear on Family
Yo,
Matters.
nah. See, and that's another funny part because in the middle part where you probably thought he was sliding on the mo, did you hear how many times he said nigga? Like he said it mad
Yeah,
just on purpose. I feel like
yeah, like
nigga was adding extra niggas in there that didn't need to be niggas.
I think he. I didn't want him to address Weekend and all them niggas, but I mean he did it. But the fact that the shit, his flow, his cadence, that shit was he was
Nah, he
rapping.
was sliding on that shit.
He was sliding on all of that shit. Even when the nigga was like, always rapping like he trying to get the slaves free. Like, I
Yeah,
mean, even
see,
that shit backfired, but
nah,
I
that shit
that's
was
thought that
wild
fire.
right
I
there.
thought that shit was
Nah, that
funny,
shit
but
wasn't fire. That shit got his ass kicked.
no,
You
I thought
shouldn't
that
have
shit was
said that,
funny,
bro.
but it was an
Yeah,
easy
that shit got a mud
rebuttalable.
hole stomped in him.
Yeah, it was an easy
You shouldn't
rebuttalable
have said
angle.
Shit
that
got a
shit.
mud hole stomped in him, nigga. Stomped out, nigga.
But see,
OUT
I
out.
think I think that don't work because everybody likes Kendrick because he was trying to play the angle that he's a fake activist, but people
Mm,
don't think he's a fake activist. People think he's a real activist.
But the
mm.
funny thing about that is, if y'all, I don't know if y'all heard, but there was an interview came out also, and they was like, "Yo, Kendrick, the original Euphoria was 19 minutes. All the
Damn.
songs that he made was one session.
I,
The
well,
nigga did all of this in one session.
I'm
So
glad
what
he
they
released
did
like 2 days
was
ago.
they was in the studio, right, and they was listening to Drake's
If
responses.
he'd have
The
released a
not like
19-minute song, I'd have said he would lost work.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like the Not Like Us song, they said that he was after Family Matters came out. The
They
only reason
you
why
seen
y'all
they
got the
shooting a
slave
video for that?
line, they did better. But
They
the
shooting a
slave
Hold
video
on,
for
let
line
the
him
in the
finish.
in
last
Jay,
the
joint.
let
end
him
of the
finish. Let him finish,
so the
Jay. What you was
sli-
gonna say?
so
Hold on,
the
leave. Hold on,
euphoria.
Jay. Yeah, go ahead, Ellen. What was you gonna say?
So from what I heard, the whole songs that we got, Meet the Gram, 616 in LA, all that shit was one session. So Euphoria was supposed to be 19 minutes, but they split it into four songs. The only thing is with the four songs, what they was doing, according to the niggas in TDE, was they was waiting on Drake's response so that they can update the songs, so it would make it seem like Kendrick just wrote the shit when really he already had the songs. They was just updating it. So on the Not Like They Not Like Us record, when you hear the homie still double down calling us some slaves, that wasn't in the original song. They cut that
Okay.
the part out and Kendrick put that in so it can make it seem like, yo, he just made the shit. But really, the song was already made. They just updated it and then added a new verse, and then that's why
Yeah,
you got what you got. But the nigga
yeah, but
already had
it's
4 songs in the tub. Like
yeah,
that shit is crazy. In one session?
Well, I'm glad he ain't released no 19-minute version of that shit.
Yeah, I
And
wasn't listening to that
but
shit
I seen
respectfully.
That's
Savannah
some film
James
type of
going
shit.
crazy in the video.
Yeah, LeBron and the LeBron speaking of, I ain't gonna lie, if I'm Drake and I see LeBron doing that shit, I'm looking at that nigga different, bro. Because that's
Shoot,
what isn't that aren't these niggas like buddy? Like
they
I don't be
supposed to
looking
be
at
on their Nike Connect.
nah. Kendrick said, "Keep the family away." Curry, keep the family away. Brown, keep the family
oh
away.
yeah, he did say that.
Nah, I think people are gonna fuck less with Drake now, especially since he had his daddy come and protect him. Like, this dude right here, man. Like, you're
Yo,
not.
yo, again, hold on. Let's keep it real. The best part of this is that they gotta get through the summer. We ain't
Mm,
get through the summer
Right,
yet. Like this shit
right.
is, yo, because yo, I think it's gonna be like, oh, you playing that at barbecues? Yo, it's gonna be wild. Imagine just
Bro,
open places where they play music, bro.
man.
Drake
Certain
lucky.
places, like you can't even play Drake in Compton right now, bro.
Mm.
Drake lucky
Can't
this
play
ain't
Drake in
HBCU
Compton, bro.
season.
Bro, I'm gonna
That
keep.
shit don't get no play in my Roy.
Listen, I said on Twitter, I was like, yo, all y'all that really feel that way that Drake ain't gonna get no play, I hope when it's your birthday and you drunk with some girls, you gotta play Kendrick Lamar rapping about the struggle the whole time. I
And
wish
going to
that
sleep.
That's funny.
I wish that for you. Like when you with the girls chilling, I hope you gotta play. Be humble. Sit down. Be humble. Sit down. Like
He
that shit.
said, "Be humble." Sit there. Hey, yo, you know what I realized, bro?
Nah,
Like,
That's wicked, Jay.
Yeah, that's what
I'm
I
about
wish
to
for you.
start. I'm about to start some shit with this comment, bro. You know what I realized, bro? Nas Ether was so
Yo, do you
overrated.
know that's Ether beat, right? The
Yeah, I
Not
know.
Like Us beat.
Yeah,
mm,
not like us, but yeah,
That's Ether.
Wow.
it is.
That's the same sample.
you said Ether
Yeah,
was overrated?
Ether was overrated.
I think it did his job because he was attacking his
I think
ego.
I think what Ether, like, to me, a lot of people that remember Ether so much, bro, they just decided in their minds, bro, that they don't like Hove, bro, just strictly off of that. You know what I'm saying? They don't even remember how many records came out after Ether. They don't even remember how many
Right.
responses came out after Ether, bro. All they remember is Ether, and they like then and everybody ran with it because it was the way to say, like, first off, Eminem murders you on your own shit that was a lazy line to me. That was a
Nah,
very
man.
that was a lazy
Nah,
Nah.
that was a
nah,
lazy
man.
line. That was lazy.
But wait, hold on. In Ether, it
And it
wasn't
was
really
really Eminem
T.
shit.
Was
I
it
think
T in Ether?
yeah, there was a lot of tea in there. There was a lot of
Hmm.
tea in there.
I don't remember Nas really said. All I remember is that was the end of your chapter, and that's what you chose to name your company after. Get it together, I rock hoes, y'all rock fellas. I mean, like, I don't think they feel like it was that much tea in there that we didn't know about Jay already. Like, I
Exactly.
Well,
don't think he said
basically,
some.
he was coming from an industry point because a lot of dudes looked at him like the Cisco from the industry, like he was commercial. So he was basically saying like you was biting Daddy Kane, Big Daddy Kane, and then you bite
Hmm.
this dude, and you bite this dude. But to what Lee said, that people forget about the disses that came after Ether. That's because Nas didn't need a diss after that. So Jay was trying to keep up with Ether, so he
What's
kept
crazy?
dropping
Nas still came out with
disses.
records after that. That's what's crazy about it.
Yeah, yeah, he was
Like,
just
my,
Yeah,
saying
my
it
my
right.
my
yeah.
thing my thing about Ether is so memorable just because of, like, the lines, and it seemed a lot personal for a lot of people that didn't know too much about Hove before that record. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So the thing is, it's
Mhm.
like when you say in '88 you was getting chased to your building, calling my crib, and I ain't even give you my numbers. All I did was give you a
He's
style
like,
for you to run with.
Yeah.
So I mean, a lot of that was true, but Jay didn't run from sampling his shit, bro. Like, he sampled that nigga plenty of times. He sampled that nigga on more records than Dead Presidents.
But he
Rap
wanted
game,
Nas
crack
on
game,
that song
rap
though,
game,
and Nas.
the rap game, crack game on Volume 1, bro. That was Nas sample. You
Mm-hmm,
know what I'm
mm-hmm.
saying? So realistically, bro, it wasn't like it wasn't like Jay was running from any of the lines that was said in IFA, or he ran from them, bro. Like it was just the fact that for most of the people in New York that was paying attention, everything that was said about Hove in that record, most of Brooklyn, most of New York already knew.
Yeah,
We
Right.
already
but
knew, bro.
it was a metaphorical. He was basically sunning him. That's why he said, "Let me sit on my lap until like you thought you was ugly when you was a kid and you insecure." He was getting
Yeah.
at his ego because Jay is based on his ego.
Yeah, I
That's his
mean,
aura.
listen. Listen. You seem to be only concerned with dissing women you would abuse as a child, scared to smile. They called you ugly. With life is hard. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I remember all
Mm-hmm,
of the lines in it to the point where it's just like I felt like the record overall, bro, and it wasn't over time. I thought this at the time. I really thought that record was overrated as far as like a all time diss record into the battle itself, because that
yeah.
that back and forth lasted like 10 records. It was just everybody only remember E for so much.
But
I
yo,
like Ace of the Older, man.
you know what? Another dynamic that's to me blatant is the social media part of it. You know,
Mm-hmm.
the how fast you can react to this song, the
Yeah,
pressure on the to drop a diss song because this guy dropped a diss song. Because
Right.
this battle, unlike other battles, the response time was the fastest.
Yeah, the response,
Um,
but the thing is, it's the day and age that we in right now. If you go back, I hate to pick on it, but if you go back to JJ and Nas shit, bro, like basically you had to go to the radio. Basically, you had to put your shit on the album. Mixtapes was
hmm,
like kind of a new thing in 2001, bro. Like, remind you, the towers just fell. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So both of their albums came around the same time, and the thing was, bro, we remember when Hove went to Hot 97 and the next year with the line Nas had, bro, whip the freeway, shoot through Memphis, a money bag, stop the Philly, order cheese steak and eat beans fast.
that's
That
right.
type shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like those lines, like understandably, bro, like Nas basically put on, and we remember when Nas spazzed out on Hot 97 when he was
Yeah,
telling everybody to get their bars up, and then everybody at Rockefeller came for him, and then everybody at Queens came for him. So the
Right.
reality is that I think more than just IFA did what it needed to do. It basically told dudes, "Yo, go ahead, say something, line up, all
yeah.
you niggas, man." So I mean, but overall, I thought IFA was very overrated, bro.
You
Mm.
think
I
Takeover
re-
was
I
better than
mean, listen.
I
You
thought
you
I
from
thought take
Brooklyn,
I
bro?
thought takeover I thought takeover wasn't takeover. People got to remember that wasn't just for Nas.
That was from
That
Mob
was for
Deep for the
that
Word?
was
most
for
Yeah,
part.
Mob
Mob Deep
Deep. That was
and
that
yeah,
was for a
yeah,
bunch
yeah.
of niggas. So you know what I'm saying. So it wasn't just for Nas. Listen, when you a wise man told me, don't argue with fools with people coming distance to tell who is who. Stop with this childish shit, nigga. I'm grown. Please leave me alone. Leave me alone. Don't throw rocks at the throne. Do not bark up that tree. That tree will fall on you. You know what I'm saying? Like that.
Hmm.
Like that.
Yeah.
I feel like just because of how the track was displayed, you just forgot about the bars itself. Because anybody outside of New York just swear like that Ifa killed Jay, and that's the end of it.
I think that was, man. Ether was powerful, bro. When that shit dropped, bro, because the shit about it, he let that shit rock, and he didn't respond to Jay, but Jay was still responding,
Nobody
even
knew
in
Ifa.
Cali.
Not.
And
It was just the surprise element of Ifa.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Nobody knew Ifa was coming out. Nobody knew Nas was gonna even respond because for so many years, bro, like he took subs at him. I ain't gonna lie. Listen, how
yeah.
the fuck you gonna talk about
Word.
MCs on our hill? You know what I'm saying? He
Hmm.
took he took plenty of jabs at him, bro. Like, and Nas didn't say nothing until that point, and it was just like, oh shit. Once you heard the bullets and you heard FJZ,
Mm.
bro. You was just like. I remember the B Cat channel, bro. I don't know if y'all niggas old enough to remember the B Cat channel.
Yeah. No, it's respect the
Yeah, we
B
had to
cat. I
hear
remember B cat.
Yeah. So B
That's some
Cat,
Brooklyn
they
shit.
was
it.
outside of the club when Ifa had first came on, and it was in Brooklyn. I ain't gonna lie, they had to turn off the cameras, bro, because niggas in Brooklyn was wild. It was like, yo, turn that shit off for somebody get wild up in here. Man, niggas is crazy. I just remember niggas specifically saying that, bro, because the first time I heard it was literally we was outside, just doing shit, whatever. They had back then like the kid like they had high school kids. We was just around areas and shit. We couldn't get in the club, but like we heard we was outside of shit. We just heard that shit. We was like, hey yo, that's Nas. And he was just like, hey, yeah, man, nigga Nas responded, and that's how we heard it. But overall, I thought Ether was overrated. It was as powerful as it was. It was overrated. It
He
kind
had
of
a
it
verse
kind of
on You're the
it
Man
ca- it
too.
ca- it carried Stillmatic for as far as it could, bro. But like it
Yeah.
was overrated to me.
Mm.
I mean, he
But
came
I
at it for
don't.
You're the Man too. So he dropped little things here and there after that. So it wasn't like crazy shit. Yeah.
Right,
I thought I
but
thought this I thought the Stillmatic freestyle, bro, that he did, like
that
just
instrumental
verbatim.
though, Leaf.
Yeah.
Mm.
That instrumental, that ate that when that shit first came on, the way it came on, that shit was hard.
I feel
You know
like
what I'm saying?
all
Like
three of Kendrick's songs
pause.
equal up to Ether. Like all three of them songs equal up to one Ether together.
Every
Like he
everybody
tried to
everybody
he tried to
everybody swear they
Word.
everybody swear they Nas, bro, when they going on the diss record, bro. To me, bro, like it's so wild to me.
What you mean, Jay? What you mean? Kendrick's song was Ether. What you mean?
like cause I feel like it's that same feeling in the streets, like when Ether dropped compared to now. But I feel like it needed all three of them songs, like the Euphoria, the Meet the Grams, and Not Like Us, to equal up to what Ether did in one song. Like it was
Of
all of
Voltron
that.
just
It was all of that in one song, but I think Kendrick did that in three parts. Like he had one that was like a hit, one that was kind of like just talking about you, and one that was just I don't know. The first Euphoria, I only liked half of that shit. The second half of that shit I liked a lot. The first half of that shit I didn't really need, but I feel like Ether did that in one. And I still agree with Leaf. I'm one of the ones that don't really feel Ether like that.
mm.
Because I feel like he
They
had a lot of lies in that shit, and Jay-Z was talking more truthful shit. But people like the tea and the lies.
Yeah, they do. I
yeah.
mean, but I guess they just
See,
like
that's
how
why I say
I don't know if
that's
they
why I
like the
said I don't
lies.
know
They
if there's
just like
tea in there.
they just like the content
Like
or
he
how
called
it's
the nigga a
displayed.
Tybo ho because he does
Cause
like
because he was
you
doing
kick
Karate
yeah
at
yeah
boxing.
36.
You
he
box, so
was
you
in a
call a
boxing
nigga a
Yeah,
class.
yeah,
Tybo.
yeah,
Like that's funny, but it's not.
yeah. Yeah.
Nigga don't really do
Tybo, I'm trying to
But I
work
Tybo.
it
feel
out.
like
You trying to
I feel
get
like most of
brolic?
Ether
Ask me
was
if I'm
the.
trying to kick
I feel
knowledge.
like most of
Hold
Ether was direct though.
on, yeah.
No, it
One
was
mic,
direct.
yeah.
It
One
was
mic.
direct.
Hold on, one mic, yeah. Y'all saying like I need Jay to slow it down and break down what is a tie bow hole. Who said that to who and what happened?
in Ether, the nigga Nas was calling the hoe a Tybo hoe because Tybo was
Damn.
some sort of fucking workout plan that was going on back in the days, and it was a funny jab, but
It was a funny jab.
it
I
was
ain't
a
That was
gonna
that
funny
Billy
jab. But to
Blank
call
shit.
a nigga that's a boxer a Tybo hoe is funny. Like
exactly. Nigga said,
nigga
nigga
not
said
really
I,
doing Tybo.
nigga said I still whip your ass. You 36 in a karate
Karate
class.
class. Yo, yeah, that shit was
Typo hoe trying to work it out. You trying to get brolic? Ask me if I'm trying to kick knowledge. Nah,
Nah, I'm trying to teach that shit. I'm trying to learn though. Man,
that
yeah.
ether.
I,
That
I
shit to make
I
your
think the
sermon
only
I
thing
longer,
just
with
bro.
wasn't as impressed with
Yeah,
the
that shit was
bars.
tough. I ain't gonna lie. Go
I wasn't
hold on.
as impressed with the
Hold
bars.
on. Let Iceman get his shit off. I heard Iceman in the background. Go
Oh, my
ahead,
fault.
spit that. What you say, Iceman?
Man, I'm trying to teach you that shit. You're trying to learn though that ether, that shit that make you so burn slow. I mean, he's trying to get his
hmm
ego, bro. He was just coming at his persona because that's what he relies on. Like,
Mm-hmm.
but
I ain't gonna lie. I had to search up what Ether was when that nigga released that shit. I was like, what the
man,
fuck is an Ether?
Said Negro
we
please. You
we
know mustache having the whispers like a rat compared to beans you whack. And that was another line that
yo,
niggas
just
ran
because you
with.
don't understand him, it don't mean that he nice.
what
Mm-hmm.
that
It's
mean?
me you don't understand all the bullshit that he right.
You know what I
Is
mean?
it
Mm-hmm.
Uchi Wally Wally or is it one mic? I ain't
The
gonna
only
lie.
Yeah.
thing I
Listen, bro. Like
disagree with Jay Z on is the
when
fact when the
when
nigga
when
was
when
like,
Hove came
"You
back
trying to
with
get
Blueprint
knowledge?" That shit
too,
was,
bro.
yeah.
Cause the nigga wear kufi, it don't mean that he right.
Uh,
Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
mad.
listen, man. That's gonna happen, man. This Brooklyn, you know what I'm saying? So, and again, I'm not gonna lie. When I think about that and contrast it to this one, who had more bars than T? Did that rap beef had more bars than
You said what?
T?
What rap beef? What you talking about?
The one with J and Us. Was it more bars?
Yeah,
Yeah.
obviously, because I
It
think
was
they
more
like,
bars.
yeah, outside of the outside
But
of
it started with T though.
it did start with T, but I think it had, I think the in terms of the bars and the content, I think it was overall, when we look back at it, when people analyze everything outside of EFA, it was a great battle. It was a
But you
great back
gotta
and forth.
even if Jay, even if it did start with T, you gotta appreciate the more bars than T part.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But it started with T. Niggas making is that your bitch and all that shit.
Nigga said, yo, students of the game
I
was
think with
asking.
Kendrick and Drake in terms of their beef,
Hey
obviously this
yo.
niggas that's Ken. Oh my gosh! Obviously, in terms of who's more Kendrick
Yo, I've
sided
been
or
saying
Drake
feud
sided.
this whole time, bro. I've been doing
If
everything to avoid saying that.
I'm gonna say conflict. In terms of their conflict, I think that either who if you team Drake or team Kendrick, whatever the case may be, I think even though there was mad tea in this, I feel like both of them was rapping. I think we got a mixture of both. We got rapping from Drake and we got rapping from Kendrick. It wasn't necessarily one or the other. I think both of them niggas was spitting in each of their diss tracks. Push ups Drake went off, Taylor Made Drake went off, Family Matters Drake went off, and then the Heart Part Six Drake went off. Even though niggas was saying he didn't need to do that track, but the nigga was still spitting. I think on Kendrick's side, even though niggas was talking about the filler and all what he was saying was some shit didn't hit, the nigga was still rapping.
Nah, he
So,
definitely was rapping. Cause look,
so
I would never say that none of the shit he said was like whack. I just feel like some of this shit was extremely hot, and some of the shit was, I didn't need that. But he was saying some shit that was extremely hot at the same time.
yeah, I feel like it was a for this beef. I mean, for this conflict, it was a mixture of both. Like it wasn't just T and niggas was operating off that. It was T, but they also was rapping their asses off,
But
and I feel like that's why.
just like with the
Yeah, go
chicken
ahead.
pockers, man, it's the fans that make it weird because the fans only react to the T, and the T
Well,
is what,
yeah,
like,
cause
people
even
don't
though
get to
I'm a
the
Kendrick
bars.
fan, cause I didn't like that. Cause even though I'm a Kendrick fan, Drake one of my favorite artists. So it is weird to be like, yo, I'm Kendrick and all this, and to say that
Yo,
Drake not rapping when the nigga clearly he was spitting that entire those this is he was saying a lot of shit. I'm not gonna
hold
say
on.
and be like, yo, the nigga wasn't rapping. Like that shit corny.
Yeah, now hold on. I just want to just go a segue real quick to J. Cole, right? And again, I know he's not with all of this going on. Remember, he still plays a part in this situation.
Yep.
Now, I want because there's going to be a time where the light is going to be shed on him, and how he's going to be looked at as an artist, focus more on the music opposed to jumping into something that's just going to be about tea more than bars. Now we all know J Cole is still gonna have bars, but again, like I said prior, he rather his serenity and privacy, bro. Y'all know what
Gonna get some
serenity mean?
privacy when he drop an
Serenity.
album.
So
He gonna be private with niggas. Gonna be private. Yeah, have
Yo,
privacy.
Breeze,
Listen to that
man.
shit by
But
yourself.
I
he
think if
gonna
J
have to
Cole
do
got
no
involved, this would have been one of the
he gonna
best
have to do no
diss
features,
tracks of
man.
all time.
Hold
That's
on.
a
Let
fact,
me.
bro. Because imagine if J Cole would have
Imagine
just
it was
went
Cole,
rogue.
Drake, and Kendrick.
Right, that's what I'm about to say. If he'd have went rogue and just dissed both of them, like fuck both of them.
Word. Like all these niggas was releasing diss tracks at each other. Yo, that shit would have been fire. Imagine
Nah,
after the
nah, hold
Kendrick
on.
release Meet the Grams, Cole came out with a song or some shit.
Nah, nah, nah. Hold on. I want everybody to. We're gonna start with Jay because he said it, but I want everybody to speak on how J. Cole could go rogue and diss both of them. What would not that I don't think he would, but I, I think he would diss Drake. Like, what you mean
Yo,
that shit was weak as hell?
he
You
been
should have bowed
dissing
down
both of
too.
them on every track for the past 3 years. Talking about he the best rapper. He was talking to both of them niggas and letting them
That's
know
crazy.
I'm better than y'all
That's true.
niggas. And he
That's
could have
true.
just continued to do that.
But he joined with J. Cole. They talk of as big as the Super Bowl. Is it big as the Super Bowl now?
Yo, I told
I
you
mean, I feel
already.
like Drake got more ammo. I
Yo,
mean,
bro,
I don't
it would.
know.
You don't think it's weird as hell that it's two people on a track named First Person Shooter?
Hmm.
Like I thought that was
Yeah.
weird as hell from when I first heard it. And my theory was that they wanted Kendrick on it and they was gonna call it Third Person Shooter. But
Mhm.
Right.
but Kendrick said no, and two player shooter don't even exist. Like that shit, that ain't sound good. So they just put
To
First Person
to
Shooter.
Jay's
Right,
point, I think he might be onto something because in
right,
Euphoria,
right. That's
Kendrick
a fair.
said,
That's a
"I'm
fair
surprised we
fan
wanted that
theory.
feature request.
I
We
said
know that
I
we
that.
got some shit to address."
Yeah, I
right.
said that from months ago that was
Yeah.
probably because that just made more sense for it to be three people, third
Mhm.
person
Yeah.
shooter, and this nigga was talking about they argue the hardest MCs and all of that shit. So it seemed like it made sense
Man,
to
next
do
year
it,
this
but they
beef gonna
just
be
did it
over.
without
All
him
three of them
anyway.
niggas gonna be on the tour.
Uh huh.
I'm predicting it now. All three of them niggas gonna be on the tour. This beef gonna be done. Them niggas gonna be like, yeah, we set that shit up for the suits and all that. They wanted to get a rap beef and shit. I think all them niggas gonna be on the tour or some big ass tour,
I think
Yeah,
probably
that
that's
next
ship.
year
why.
or some shit.
I
That's
think
why
that
J.
that ship
Cole,
has
man.
sailed with the R.
Well,
Kelly rumors.
well, well,
That's
hold on.
true.
Hello, Iceman. What you was saying, Iceman?
I think J. Cole from here on out, bro. You got to stick to that Def Jam Soul bracket over there with them dudes, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, even
He said
Common had
that
a beef
damn
and he
soul.
replied, bro. Common, bro. Common
Right.
had a beef
But
before,
wait,
and this
but
dude on our
Cole
board.
can't in his music anymore. Cole can't because I feel like niggas gonna be looking at him different when Cole be like,
Yeah,
"I'm the best." Any nigga won't smoke, they get smacked. They gonna like. I
exactly,
feel like
bro.
niggas gonna be looking at him different when he say that. Like,
Bruh.
I'm numero uno. Who wanna
He,
mess with me? Like,
I think,
Because he can't
listen,
say numero uno. He at least
as
number
soft
four,
as he looked,
five.
bruh, during the
He gonna
apology,
say, yo, I don't care what you rank me. I just think that I'm great.
Yeah, some
listen,
shit like that.
hold up, here's my truth to it. As soft as he looked during the apology on stage at the Dreamville shit, I think that was genuinely him. I think that was genuinely how he felt and everything, bro.
I
Like
agree.
he really didn't want any of that, even though he talked the way he talked on tracks with Benny the Butcher or
I'm t-
other shit like
once
that.
he seen them views
Oh,
going up, he was
Yachty.
like, damn.
But
Nah,
but
you
not
know what it
even
is? You know,
not even
hold
being
on,
tough, bro.
hold on, Jay. I wanna say this. Yo, and what I learned about battle rap, right? Because I watch battle rap. Me and Jay watch battle rap a lot. So long story short, is it's one thing to say you the best at something. That's not really attacking your opponent,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Hmm.
Hmm.
And when J. Cole attacked Kendrick Lamar and said his albums was trash, I think that's what bothered his spirit.
Mm-hmm.
No, seriously, like
Who
I
said
think
that?
he.
Who said that?
hold on,
Who?
hold
But
on, Jay,
Breezy,
hold
he
on,
can't be
Tell
he can't be
Breezy.
talking that no
Tell
more though.
Breezy. Breezy.
Yeah, he can't say
Jay,
that
hold
no
on,
more, man.
Jay, I'm getting somewhere with this.
My
So
bad.
So what I'm saying is, I seen Daylight, and he was like, "Yo, the difference between battle rap is, you say the worst shit to each other, but after the show, you friends." He said, "In
Right.
this, yo, you say anything, and they don't like you forever." Something to that effect.
Yeah.
Something to
Yeah.
that effect. It wasn't exactly that, and that's what I'm saying about battle rap. It's a difference from saying you the best and attacking your opponent, bro. And I just think that Kendrick was attacking his opponent more, man. Different angles. It was like a boxing fight. Like Drake was throwing a straight pause, a straight stiff jab, straight down the middle, and he was landing his shit. You know what I'm saying? Straight with the family matters, his shit was landing. But Kendrick was throwing uppercuts and fucking gut shots. Like he would, you
Efficient.
know what I mean? he was the
Yeah,
body blows, bro.
I don't
He
know, Breezy,
was
yeah.
because
I'm gonna
the
tell
way
you what
Tay
it
Rock be
is.
talking in them battles, if he said that shit to me, we gonna have to see each other outside. That nigga be talking like he really mean the shit that he be saying, and
I,
niggas out there trying to dap and shake hands. I don't know.
I'm gonna tell
Like,
you. I'm gonna tell you what it is, but it's not gonna make no sense unless you want it to make sense. But this nigga Drake did not want to give Kendrick the full attention because I feel like he didn't want to make him have the big moment that he's having right now because he's been avoiding talking to this dude for mad years. And the only
mhm.
reason why he's doing the battle now because he feels like he was talking to multiple people at the same time and not just him. That's why when he dropped push-ups, he talking about him, he talking about Royce, he talking about Future, he talking about all of them. Because the only reason why I think he involved himself in this because Future involved himself in it, and he feel like him and Future ain't really have no beef, and it's all over Metro, and that's why he actually it's because it's all of them. He's responding to because he feel like he had genuine relationships, pause with all these people, and it's like why y'all all fucking with me? So he's responding to all of them, not just Kendrick.
I don't. I think that's arrogance, bro.
It it
Especially
could be that,
coming from.
could be that.
I think it's arrogance. And I think the people who had a problem with this whole with the whole this is yo, respectfully to Weekend, to all of them, you can get back to them niggas when you can get back to them. There's somebody in front of you right now that's clearly addressing you. We want you to go at him. All these ASAP Rocky, or the ASAP with Rihanna. You don't need to diss that nigga right now.
Nah,
Get
that
to
nigga
him
just
when it's
dissed him
time to
too.
go. Like, get to him when it's that time. Like, all them other niggas can wait. Respectfully,
yo,
they
hold
nice
on.
and they what they do, but
Nah,
Yo,
I
you,
think the only reason why he's responding is because it's all of these niggas. Like
yeah,
but
but
if it
that's the
wasn't all of them
problem.
niggas, I feel
I feel
But
like they not worth the response that Kendrick is. That's what
thank
I
you,
feel like.
LL. Thank
They
you.
don't need to respond. He don't need to
They,
respond to
they
them
not
right now.
competition. Yeah.
no, I hear
They not
you.
the they. He
No,
got
I
bigger
hear
fish to
you.
fry.
I hear you, but I'm just telling you, I feel like his perspective is that yes, he is one of them niggas. He's just one of them niggas, just like the rest of them niggas, and that's why I'm addressing him just like any one of these niggas.
Nah,
And
but
that's why I
I
think that's
think that's the
arrogance.
arrogance. I think that's the arrogance. But hold on, let's go to Iceman.
And
What you was
he
gonna say,
gave him the
Iceman?
majority of the bars, just not all of them.
I think
Hold on.
Drake is trying to use the age angle, like I'm older than you, so I'm not acknowledging you type shit. But man, the way Kendrick is coming at him, man, it's making him look worse because now you're getting sung by the dude you're trying to act arrogant on. So him trying to be in that state, like yo, you're not worthy of my response. That's what's killing him because he could get in his
Right.
bag. You know, Drake could get in his bag, but man, Kendrick is just man, he's just using you as a fucking a boxing. What you call that shit? The boxing bag that you
A
punch a
punching
Yeah,
bag.
man.
he's talking about
Punching
a
bag.
punching
Yeah.
bag.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
belt,
but
that
nah,
belt.
but I think that's what it is. Like the analogy I got for it is like imagine, you're not really supposed to, you know what I mean, at work, you know what I mean, play each other in basketball, you know what I mean? But then you
Hmm.
see each other after work on a weekend and shit. And like yo, the office can't save you right now, bro. Like
Mm.
we passed that, you know what I mean? It's just
Right.
us. Maybe, and I think that's what Kendrick strategically beat Drake is you like you already know what type of time I'm on, and that's why I agree with Leaf. I agree with Leaf. I think J. Cole, J. Yo,
Well, he's
J.
out of
Cole is got J. Cole is gonna look like the smartest dude ever one day. I'm telling you, like I won't. I'm not saying he set Drake up, but if somebody said that, I will be interested on how they put that together, bro.
Bro,
Because
I feel like it's still
everybody
wrong, bro.
everybody know when it came to it before there was a response from J. Cole or Drake. Everybody said that J. Cole is the one that had to respond.
yeah.
Yo,
He was
Kendrick
the
got a
one that
song
had the most
called
to gain.
I don't know.
Out of
Kendrick
this
got a
whole
song
situation, he
called
had the most to gain.
Kendrick got a song right called "How Much a Dollar Costs," and it's about how um he passed. It's a story, right? And this is about how he passed a homeless man, and then later on he came to find out the homeless man turned out to be God, right? And I'm listening, and I'm just thinking about this, and I'm like, why would you underestimate or be arrogant to a nigga who you know is like that with the pen? Like it makes no, like, if this like some Big Sean, no respect, I love Big Sean music,
Because
but
you
if
ever
this like a Big Sean or some shit, then yeah, I'm like, man, this nigga fool. But why would you like go into
because
battle with
Why
with
you put
somebody
I
Big
that
figured
Sean?
a
that
nigga,
too.
yo, niggas call this nigga the
Yo,
boogeyman. You know what he did with Control. You know the moments that he create when this nigga step out. So when you come out to play, they call this nigga the boogeyman. Why would you ever think, nah, I'm gonna take this nigga like
I tell you why, because the niggas that he neglected to respond to, he felt like that gave him a route of confidence, bro. Like now,
mm,
when you think of Big Sean and Big Crit in 2024, you're not thinking of them the same way you thought of them back in 2013 when he mentioned 10 niggas names and 2 niggas responded. He ain't say shit. So the thing is, you thinking to yourself, yo, your status could carry you through the battle as much as possible, but that wasn't the case, bro. The way that the records was coming out and the way the responses was coming out in terms of this battle, bro, like my thing is like it was a much more equipped game plan in terms of the first couple of tracks, bro. Like when you put a track out and then 7 seconds later, bro, your swag gets old, bro, because your opponent put a track out right after it. Like it's like he knew what you was doing the whole time, or he at
mm.
least knew half of your plan. You know what I'm saying?
I just
So
feel like when you dealing with somebody that's into that knowledge and spiritual shit and the nigga calculating shit like that, that's not niggas that you underestimate. I think
Bro, I
those are
just
niggas you
think
got
he
to
just
game
do.
plan and do shit for.
Like you know how sometimes like Eminem is nice to me, right? But it's just like a lot of people who just don't like Eminem because they don't like his subject matter, they don't like the way his voice sound, they don't like the way he rhymes certain shit. And I feel like a lot of people feel like about Kendrick too. Like they just don't want to hear that bullshit no matter what. And I think Drake was relying on that. Like, yeah, I'm the guy who
I
makes
think he
cool
was too.
music. I'm the guy who makes cool music.
That was
He's
a
the guy
mistake.
that's the lyrical miracle. Nobody want to hear that
Yeah,
bullshit.
I
my
think that
question
was
is who?
I
It
think
didn't
that
work.
was a mistake, bro.
It
Like
didn't work.
Jay to tally on with that. Listen, since you brought up Eminem, I could definitely name it was years in Eminem's like consistent days from 99 to 2001. Nobody wanted to go back and forth with him.
Hmm.
Nobody like that.
No, but look,
That's
I
just the
know some dudes
fact
in
of
the
the matter.
hood that'll tell you, get the fuck out of here and turn that bullshit off. Whoever wanted to hear on the Eminem album, nobody want to listen to that
Yeah,
Yeah,
my
I
bullshit,
mean,
cousin's
but
like that, man.
because you're not thinking of it from the battle aspect, bro. Like in terms of
bro.
his
I'm
words
just
against
saying.
in terms
Or
of
just, or you're not thinking about it regional wise. Like just because
you're not
niggas
you
not getting
definitely not
played
thinking
in New
about it
York,
regional
don't mean the
wise.
nigga getting played everywhere. Like somewhere, niggas is playing Eminem shit and saying, "Yo,
I
turn
mean,
that Eminem
I,
on."
I I look at it like this, bro. It's some niggas, bro, like that could put out shit and you can't relate to it, bro. Those probably the niggas that is probably the most dangerous because when the battle aspect comes on, bro, they know how to they word for word, bro. Like I don't think nobody could really go toe to toe with these niggas, bro. And I have to say, and I had to say that about a portion of Eminem from '99 to 2001. Nobody want, at least for those 3 years, nobody wanted to see Eminem, bro, like in a
Right.
word battle. Like I
I,
mean, I
The
feel
nigga
like
used to read the dictionary growing up. Like who the
yeah,
fuck?
man, I mean,
I feel like the angles that you got to come from for certain rappers, bro, are angles where they disrupt the rap circle, you know what I'm saying, like, so to speak, bro. Like how many niggas could bury their moms in a video, you know what I'm saying? How many niggas could talk about killing they
That's
baby
crazy,
moms and
man.
he,
shit
he,
like that?
he had the machine
All
behind him,
that you
though.
gotta
He
That's
had the
attribute to
I
him
crazy.
mean
being.
that to me
If
that
it was
was
a black
to me
person
that was
doing that
more than
though.
to me that was more than the machine because it disconnected the ear from people realizing that this nigga could actually rap and
Mm-hmm,
battle.
mm-hmm.
It disconnected you from the fact that, yo, this is not somebody you want to go word for word with, even though his studio shit might be way out there, way beyond what you would even think about listening to. You wouldn't even blink one eye to a lot of the shit that came off of his first two albums. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. I mean,
But
he a
at the
beast.
same time, you got away from the fact that he was a battle rapper to begin with.
Right,
Mm-hmm.
exactly.
But
Same, and
You
I
know what
think
I'm
the
bro,
saying?
same thing is with Kendrick. Like the nigga was grew up a battle rapper. He was in the battle rap scene. Why, if you
Kendrick
doing your
remind me a lot.
homework,
Now
yeah,
go ahead,
if
bro.
he did his homework, like you should
I mean,
know those are the
well,
wrong type of niggas you
the
don't
thing
want to mess
about
with.
Kendrick, bro, I can't. Well, I feel like you could say that about a Kendrick because like Kendrick is your guy. Like I could say that about Eminem because if it, like a lot of the shit like before he actually made an album. He actually made that first album on Aftermath. Like if you heard
Hmm.
his voice, you was thinking to yourself like, yo, this motherfucker, I don't think nobody wanna fuck with dude, bro. Like, I mean, like a lot of his shit, bro, like was personal outside of real Slim Shady and I'm sorry,
Monster
mama,
Matter.
like shit like that. Like you know, like a lot of the shit like I remember Eminem having some dope ass features, man. I like Welcome to D Block,
Yep.
bro. To me was like, yo, I'm like, damn, this like he could really get in his bag when he want to get in his bag, and then he could and then turn back around and write some bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
The only
like it
shit,
is what
bro.
it is.
Yeah, I mean, Eminem has some pretty interesting. I'm not gonna say most of the stuff is crazy, but he still like has some songs like "When I'm Gone." When he talking about his father, and that was a deep song. He put up "Mockingbird." Like he had the ability to get into the bag of being personal and relatable when he
Yeah,
felt
but
like it.
people ain't want to
Besides all the
hear that. They
crazy
wanted
shit.
to hear the dissing Justin Timberlake and
Right. That's what I was about to say. Like, he's nice, but the people he
This
was
and Justin
battling, bro,
Timberlake and
like, come
Britney
on. Like,
But
Spears
I
and
think people,
Benzino?
and
yeah,
all of that,
I
bro.
think
Like
people
Come
just
on, bro.
disregard Eminem in terms of the beef
I think
of when he
the
of who
listen
he's
from
dissing.
first perspective, your first perspective mind doesn't really like comprehend, bro. Like when you hear him dissing Justin Timberlake and boy groups and all of that shit, you
Christina
thinking to
Aguilera and
yourself
all
like,
that
yo,
shit.
this shit is a walk, bro. That's the psychology, bro, that he wants you to think. That's
Mm,
the thing is, bro. There's a psychological math that initial battle rappers have. That people that are ready to diss you, there's initial psychology that they want you to have. They want you to think, yo, I'm a cartoon rapper. I'm gonna do this to sell records, and I feel like Eminem did that. Like a lot of his cartoony shit and a lot of his I think the realest shit he ever wrote was "The Way I Am."
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like I sit back with this bag and this eggs in this bag.
that
I
flow and
thought that
cadence, that
shit
shit is
was I
crazy.
thought that shit was amazing. I honestly
I
thought that
think,
shit was
yeah,
amazing, but it's a lot
I'm
of other tracks that he had that was I quote unquote commercial or like or to the TVs or whatever to the MTVs that you would look at and you'd be like, yo, this motherfucker can't beat me in no rap battle. Get out of here.
right,
And
right.
that's what like a large abundance of people thought. And even still to this day, bro, I feel like if Eminem, I feel like why is it that Eminem can't go back into 99 2001 mode,
cause he
even
just
if he
lost the battle to Benzino, man. It's over.
stop that
He's
bullshit,
mad
man.
in
Stop
the
that.
stop
cell
that
right now,
Stop
bullshit.
that
bro.
bullshit. Cut that shit out.
Nigga, but
Cut
Bro,
look,
that shit
he's
right?
out,
in
bro.
the
It's
cell, bro.
You shouldn't even say
it's
no shit
this,
like that out loud, bro. Come on.
but it's
Did
the
you hear
same thing.
Rap Elvis, man?
That
He
shit was
lost that
cool
battle to
trash.
Cannabis, bro.
He just
I
lost the
think Cannabis
You
got
did
him,
not
bro, in that
lose to no
battle.
damn Benzino. Get out of here.
he just lost the battle to Benzino, and he
Stop it.
rapped great. And
Stop
still,
it.
Benzino. What Benzino said? You said that shit was trash, LM. That shit was not trash. I
Nah,
don't
I
know if he
was,
wrote it. He didn't write it.
You say you fuck
Put.
your mom, bro.
bro.
What the
I
When a
feel like
nigga
he
like
didn't write it.
Benzino go and drink champs and start crying and being like, "Yo, what did I diss him, yo?" That's it. Then that's why I feel like you lost, my nigga. I'm
I ain't.
word? He
sorry.
did that
Like,
shit?
Yeah, he was on Drink Champs. Nigga was on Drink Champs. He was like, yo, why you diss? I think
The
Nori
nigga
was like,
was
yo, why you
he was
diss
on Drink
Eminem,
Champs,
man?
bro, drinking and
That
pouring his
nigga
heart
started
out, bro.
tearing,
See that?
crying,
See, this is
pouring his heart out. Like,
this is
I
why
don't know
every
why I
nigga.
dissed him, man.
See, this is
I ain't
why
see
every
all
nigga
that.
can't
All I
mess with
saw was
Nori,
him.
bro. Like
He
that's the
said,
problem.
Word.
you ain't no
Like,
renegade
stop
fan,
messing
man.
with
I'm
Nori,
pissing
bro.
all
Like,
in your lyrical
Nigga had him
lemonade.
pouring out his true feelings on that shit, yo. Like, I don't know why I dissed him, man. It's hard out here, man. These
I
niggas
don't
got
know if
me.
I'm gonna
Like,
yo,
diss
yo, come
stop
on, bro.
listening to Nori, bro. Like for real, bro. Like stop going to Nori and go drinking with him, bro. Like the
and
nigga
that's the
Nori
problem.
freaking get high all the time, bro. Like you
Hmm.
can't. Even the nigga can.
Word.
Even the nigga Cam when he got on the show, he was like, "Yo, you know, for a while I didn't trust you, right, bro? Like I had to."
That's a fact. That's a fact.
He said, "You know, for a while I ain't trust you." I was like,
I would
"Yo."
never go on Drink Champs knowing that when you
But
drink,
then
your
went
true
on the
feelings
nigga
come out.
show, bro. I was like, "Yo, I'm not going on drink champ." Yo, he had Alicia Keys getting high. I'm never
Yeah.
gonna
Mm.
forget that, bro. I'm like, Alicia,
Nah,
listen.
did y'all see Faith on there?
Yes, I did.
Yep.
I
And
did see
she
that.
Yeah.
was
Oh
on there
Oh
man,
talking
shit.
she
crazy.
was talking wow, bro. I was
Talking
like,
Yeah.
wild crazy.
wow,
Yo.
Yeah, she
crazy,
was
bro.
talking crazy. That shit was crazy.
Faith
Kanye was
didn't
on
even
there.
look like Faith. She looked like hopelessness, bro. I was just
Son,
like, damn.
Pac
She
wasn't
went
lying
from
about
Faith
her at
to
all.
hopelessness, nigga.
Pac was not lying about her, bro.
I did not need to hear none of that shit she
Me
said.
neither. I
Yeah,
didn't.
word. I ain't gonna lie.
She could
She
have
was
kept that
talking
and kept
wild crazy. I don't even want to repeat the shit that she said on that,
right.
bro.
Yeah, that
Like
was wild.
I looked at
wild
her
pauses.
totally different after that.
I looked at yeah,
Yo,
I didn't look at Faith at all after that. I was just like, yeah, she's done. She's done. Stick a fork in her.
man.
She's done, bro. She's done. It's way past Bad Boy. It's way past Seller Records, bro. I'm glad she said that shit when she was on her last leg, bro. Like, yeah, she's done.
Yeah, she wild out.
Yo, now I gotta go see that shit, man. 'Cause-
Nah, no, you don't.
Nah,
No, you
yeah.
Nah,
don't.
That was
I
No,
ain't
you,
go see that shit.
no,
Nah,
Fuck,
you
you gotta
don't.
go see that shit, bro.
That should
fuck
not.
nah, man.
Nah. It's wild gonna disappoint you, bro. It's gonna be like, yup,
You
damn.
gonna look at all the Faith songs differently.
Yep, you gonna look at her whole catalog and gonna just you gonna be like, man, get this up out of here, man. This nigga Diddy knew what he was doing
I
all
forgot
along,
what
man.
battle
Yeah.
rapper said the shit. He's like, all the respect I had for you, I want it all back.
I think that might have been a what's the nigga that yell a lot
Uh-oh,
that be
Brick
wearing the
Royalty.
hoodies that be wearing the hoodies,
Twerk,
bro.
twerk.
Yeah. I think it
That
might
might
be
have been him.
I
Yeah, it
feel
might
like
have
the
been.
best guest he had on Drink Champs was Memphis Bleak. I feel like that was the most niggas the I feel like he was the one that was the most normal on that shit.
I think Turk and King, Turk had the realest story to me. Turk from Hot Boys, bro. Like, cause he was talking about how all that shit went down all after the fact, bro. To me, Cameron was the funniest, bro. Like, with the Lawrence Fishburne story was hilarious.
Yeah, yeah,
I
that shit
never
was
Hey,
forget
funny
Larry.
as
that shit.
hell.
Hey, yo, what's up, Larry? Cause he hate when niggas call him Larry, bro. Like, cause after high learning, he started calling himself Lawrence. He said he thought Larry was mad niggery, so he just changed his name to motherfucking Lawrence and shit. He was like, "Hey, yo, what's his man?" His man's was like the nigga Jim Jones had told him that he was like, "Yo, you don't like when niggas call him
Okay.
Larry." His man's was like, "Hey, yo, what's up, Larry?" He's like, "Yo, your man keep calling me Larry. That's not my name, bro." That's your name, nigga. Your name is Larry, and don't ask me again.
Yeah,
Yo, what's up, Larry? That nigga was like, hey,
yeah.
yo, fuck you, Larry.
But yo, y'all think like if we do get like another hip hop beef, who hip hop conflict, who do y'all think it
Hey,
would be toward?
yo,
Or who y'all think
gaming. Yo,
it
see,
would
look,
like the two components? Because we already got Kendrick and Drake. If we were to have another hip hop conflict, like who do y'all think would
it's a
be
bunch of them
going
going
at it?
on right now. Gaming,
Oh yeah, Game and Ross,
and
yeah.
Ross. But the
Game
thing
and
is
Ross,
about that
man.
is Ross acting like he don't want to respond, and he got me tight because he responded in 2 seconds to Drake when Drake only talked about it for one line. Game
Yeah,
Right.
I don't
dropped
like that
6
either.
Game
Everyone,
Yeah, I
dropped
man.
don't like
six
that either.
6 minutes about you. Now you like, nah, I don't gotta respond. Like,
Nah, cause again, nobody was taking raw shit seriously, bro. He put that shit out, my nigga. That shit went way
Yeah, that
left
shit was
field. Like
that and the Kanye diss. Like
that and
that
the
shit was
Kanye
dead and
joint
gone
went
too.
like that shit went foul play, bro. It was like, yo, this shit ain't between you two niggas.
Nigga,
This
Kanye
between
was like, "Yo,
Eminem.
Dad, I got you," and that nigga was like, didn't say nothing for like the
Nigga was
whole
like,
song.
huh? Like, yeah, word. Yeah, all right. What this nigga said, bro? Yeah, yeah,
Y'all heard Shaq diss tracks with Shannon?
yeah. I heard
yeah,
that bullshit.
Yeah.
that shit
Yo,
was
now hold
goofy
on,
at
hold on.
first,
That shit
but
was
then he
funny as
got to
hell.
it after a while. It reminded me of one of them Kendrick joints.
Nah,
Nah, come on.
nah.
Nah, not that
Hey,
it was not. It was
yo,
not
man.
that it was equal talent level. Just that it was a slow build, and then he got to it kind of in the middle.
Yeah, but my thing, Papa Jay, come on, man. Shannon ain't finna drop no diss track, man.
Yo,
Word, like,
but
come
look,
on,
Like,
that
why
shit.
you bringing
don't
Shannon into this,
but don't
man?
act like it's out of character for Shaq though. Shaq dropped diss tracks about people.
No, no, no.
Okay.
It's not. I actually, but again, I don't know how it escalated so quickly.
I watched the whole video about it earlier, but basically, uh, Shaq it because Shaq reacted to Nikola
Jokic winning
Jokic.
MVP.
Yeah, he
Hey,
reacted to
yo,
that,
man.
told Jokic, yo, I'd have gave it to SGA. And then basically Shannon was trying to say that he was jealous, and if that Shaq was jealous, and if Shaq would have worked harder in his career, he could have had 3, 4, 5 MVPs, but he didn't work that hard, so that's why he's jealous now of his Nikola Jokic's success as a big man or whatever. And then basically, Shaq was saying, "Nigga, you're not G14 classified to talk to me like that, nigga."
Mm.
He was listing his stats, saying who he is in his field, and saying you not who you are in your field, how I am, who I am in my field. So shut up, nigga.
Yeah.
And then
Mm.
But I
Shannon
don't think that's
doubled.
really corny though. Like, I don't know, bro.
Then
I feel
Shannon
like
doubled down
Shaq
on
is
what he
already
said.
solidified as a legend, bro.
I
Why are you
think I
insecure about some shit like
to,
that?
to me, I think you know what
But
it
it's
is,
look,
bro.
but Shannon told him pretty much. He was like, "Yo, I may not got as much money as you. I may not got as
Yeah.
much fame as you, as much followers as you. But I'm just keeping it real, basically."
Shaq, Drake, and Shannon Kendrick.
I think, yeah, Shaq did have Drake Gems, but
So hold on. Let me ask you: do you think one of Shannon guests could help Shannon come with a diss track, or Shannon just gonna take the high road?
he
Shannon
gonna
do not
take
need to be rapping, bro.
Shaq.
Please don't.
Shannon ain't getting involved
He
in that,
better not
bro.
rap,
Word.
bro. Because if he
He's
take
gonna
that
rap
little
to a
dog in the
southern
roof,
ass
I'm gonna
beat,
be
bro.
mad.
Word.
Shannon ain't getting involved in that. The thing about it is, this not the first time that Shannon said something about Shaq. It's like the same
He might
angle.
get Dame to drop another diss track for
I don't, yeah.
him. Cause Shaq,
You might have to go to Dame, bro. Nah, but the thing
Or
about
Mount Shumpert.
Shannon is going with a narrative that was really painted by the media, talking about Shaq was lazy and he should have had more than this, that, or the third, bro. That's something that you heard niggas from ESPN say. That's something that you heard a lot of the sports writers say
I feel like
because
I heard Shaq say that himself though too. No
I
cap.
mean, listen, if Shaq did, you know what? I feel like if
And I'm
Shaq
not
did say it himself, I
right.
like the nigga. If you listen, Shaq had a documentary with on HBO. He was he basically put the disclaimer out. He was like, "Yo, I'm a pathological liar. Like I would say some shit like I can't say I went to the store. I gotta say I went to the store. Before I got to the store, a nigga car flipped like 2, 3 times and shit, and then landed, kept moving. Some shit, like he'll add on like crazy elements to shit, bro. Like that's believable, but you just be thinking in your head, ain't no way a gorilla look at you in the zoo like that, bro. Like come the hell on, bro. I get you 7'1", 300 and some change, my nigga, but gorillas don't come up to the joint and just look at you and be like, yo, damn, this motherfucker bit. No, stop that. So that's more of his pathological lies, man. Like when he'll say shit like Shaq type of lies, like, hey yo, Shaq, when you got in, they was asking him about when he got into the league because he got his jersey retired in Orlando. He was like he'll say some shit like it was easier than I thought it was. It was like, wait, then they would look at him like, wait, what? It's like, yeah, it was easier than I
At
thought it
least
was.
he's self-aware.
but I feel like that's more of his type of exaggeration, more so than him actually lying. You know what I'm saying? Like when he says he's a pathological liar, I feel like he exaggerates a little bit more than a lot of people expected, bro. Like you'll know when Shaq is telling the truth. When he'll pinpoint some shit. He talked about the first time he seen Kobe in practice. The nigga Kobe stepped out of the line and shit while the coach is talking. Nigga Kobe doing without the no basketball or nothing,
But
doing moves and shit.
all I think
I feel
Shannon
like
is
that's
trying to say,
corny though.
all I'm trying to think Shannon is trying to say, if Shaq was showing up for practice like Kobe was showing up for practice, then he'd have been like better in his career, and I think that's a fact. I think Shaq know
No, well,
that.
you
I
know
think we
what?
all know that.
But I
I
think
think
that's
Yeah,
but
I
I
think
think
that's
that's a
why I
fact.
say the diss
Imagine
track
if
is
Hold
Shaq
on, hold
had,
on,
corny.
hold on, hold
but
on,
I
hold
think
on, hold on.
Kobe
One
put
mic,
it
let
out and he ran with it.
Leaf.
And a lot of people
Hold,
ran with that shit.
hold on. One mic, y'all. Let Jay finish what he was saying before y'all said like three things at the same time. Go ahead, Jay. What you were saying?
yeah, I'm just saying, imagine if Shaq had that Mamba mentality where he was just focused on getting better every day. Like they were saying that Shaq had more of that complex, like, yo, I'm already better than niggas, so why I gotta work harder? Know what I mean, I could do other shit. I could play video games. I could rap. I could do this. I could do that. But imagine if
Yeah.
he was just focused on getting better every day.
I mean, that shit is part of it. The mind, the mental side of it. Like even with Jordan and him becoming a bigger guard, it was because he was getting beat up by Detroit and he didn't want to quit. He just, you know what I mean, say, yo, I gotta hit the gym and become more physical. You know what I mean, to be better. So to your point, Jay, about being better, just a mindset of being better. You always got. It's one thing to have talent, but if you don't got hard work to match that talent, or just the hard work behooves the talent. You know what I mean? Makes the talent shine. You know what I'm saying?
Hard
But
work beat
I think
talent when
that's
the
why I'm
talent don't work hard.
right, and but I think that's why I feel like the diss track was corny because you came out of your own mouth saying, "Yo, I know I should have worked harder. I should have, you know what I'm saying? My work ethic was better." When somebody call it out, why you gotta drop a diss track, nigga? You said it. You gonna get mad at the nigga because
Well, he
he
said
said
Tom
something that
Brady
you
would have
said
said
at your
it.
own mouth?
If Tom Brady would have said it, he might would have chilled. But it wasn't Tom Brady. It's Shannon Sharp. So Shannon Sharp, shut up because you're not G14 classified. You got to have at least more MVPs than me to say that, and you don't even have one MVP. So I
but
got
did
one
you
at least.
did you see what Shannon Sharp said? He said,
I saw it.
you know, he said, I got what I got from my God given ability. He said I work hard every day. He said,
Yeah,
so whatever I got is what I got because I put my all in.
yeah.
Basically, like could you say you put your all in? And
No,
that shit, that's a dope. I mean, I ain't no ball, but you know what I'm saying? I like that. I like that rebuttal.
I hear you, but Shaq just gonna say, "Nigga, I got way more than what you got, and I put half of what I put in. So what, nigga? Like they
But I,
both. Oh, I'm just saying they both gonna feel how they feel. They both entitled to having their opinion. And if Shaq want to drop a track, he could drop a track. But Shannon gonna say what he gonna say.
Hold on, the
I
initial
think
thing
that
is
ain't.
Shaq. What about the initial thing is Shaq telling Nikola Jokic? I think it should have went to Shea. How y'all feel about? I'm gonna tell you how I feel about it. Then I want to know how y'all feel about it. Well, I think in commentary on some cool shit. Yeah, I think that. Yeah, you want to do that on your podcast, but just like right in his face, like you the one who giving him the award, and then you say that to him at the same time. That's like
You rather
that's
say it
that's
behind his back?
I mean, no, the podcast is behind his back. I mean, he just did hard work. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just think what about it's the same thing with Pat Bev, where he like, yo, you want me to answer that question? Is you subscribe to my podcast?
No, that's different. That's different. We could talk about that too, but that's different. What I'm saying is, if he's supposed to be cool with this guy, which it seemed like he would kept saying, like if he talked to him, you want him to lie to the man's face? Like he
I just
keeping
think
it
Shaq
real
is
with him.
jealous of the bigs in the league. So I feel like he still got some sort of deep hidden insecurities about his how he went out. And it comes off like that when you say shit like that to Jokic. Like, yeah, you can have your opinion, cool. Like, all right, you don't think the nigga deserved MVP, but at the end of the day, he did. The voters voted. It is what it is. Like,
Right. He said
I,
congratulations.
right,
So
but I don't think the other shit got to come with it. Even if
but-
you keep that shit to yourself,
So then,
say
so then,
congratulations, move the fuck on.
so you
so you
telling me?
say
Oh, wait. My
go
thing
ahead, go
is,
ahead.
if he don't say that right there, that's kind of like I think for him, I feel like he can't say it after that. Like he's telling him that shit right there, but then you can't get off the phone with him right there and then be like, yo, I think Shea should have won though. And then he see that later, like, why you ain't say it to my face, nigga? Like he said
But
it
I
to
don't even think Jokic. But to me, that's why I feel like with Jokic, it don't matter because I don't even think Jokic care about
yeah, I
none of
don't
that
think he
shit.
can neither, but people making a big deal out of it. But I don't think Jokic
Right?
care.
Jokic don't give a shit. Even when they announced the nigga got MVP, nigga was in the locker room like, yay! Like, nigga don't give a fuck about that shit. He just want to go to his horses.
Right, he
Like,
care if his
even
horses
him on
win.
the right, even in the video, the nigga looked like he didn't want to be there. Like he don't even. That's why when Shaq said it, nigga, that shit felt mad awkward because Jokic was just like, all right.
Now he said something. He was like, "Yeah, everybody has their opinion." Like,
Yeah, but now that's to
yo,
receive an award like
y'all
Even
think
that's
though
Jokic
Jokic
say
don't
no?
care though, I still feel
that's
a
kind of
way deep
awkward,
down
man.
though.
He make
Y'all,
it awkward doing that.
y'all seen Jokic say no homo?
Oh nah,
He said
nah.
it,
Oh, well,
it,
let
they,
me put on it for entertainment only button. You know how the YouTube be going it.
they was on
Um,
something. They was asking him something about one of the players. He's like, "Yes, I didn't expect him to have so much length. No homo."
But when Cam Thomas do it, niggas giving DMPs though. I'm telling you, yo, this shit is crazy.
that shit hilarious, man. Yeah,
I didn't expect that from him though. I ain't
I
know.
feel
yeah.
like Jokic be like low key the
Nah,
cool guy.
Yo, Jay. I heard a color commentator say pause the other day because
Bro,
they be saying some explicit shit, man. They be like, "Oh, his." Anytime I hear them use the word girth, I'm like, they could have used a different word,
bro,
man.
if this rap battle ain't show you nothing, it showed you that hip hop takes over the world, bro. Like pretty much everybody in the world was consumed with this Drake and fucking Kendrick shit. One side or another, everybody was looking at it, figuring it out, trying to figure it out, going to Rap Genius to figure out what they understand because they can't even understand what niggas is talking about.
Yeah, they figured out Richard Pryor was at the beginning of Euphoria, and that's
Right.
just him saying it backwards. Like, what?
Like,
I do, but to your point, Breezy, I feel like the commentators, it would be dead funny if they let loose a little on the commentator, like if Russell Westbrook miss a shot or some shit, and be like, "Damn, Russell Westbrook been playing like ass lately. That nigga need to get off this team, son." Like, word. Oh,
Yo, that's
DeRozan
what
with the
they
dunk, or like some shit.
that
Like, I feel like we should be let them be a little bit loose with, you know what I'm saying, with the commentary and like really speak their minds on it. I feel like that should be funny as hell.
yeah, nah, that's what Jay was saying. Leaf should do. You know what I'm saying? That's what Jay was saying. They should do. Like, we be coming over here, we be mad after the game. We had 50 losses. Leaf was mad a lot. Yeah, so,
Word, like
I was just,
imagine.
but Jay was saying why you don't do the play by play. I ain't gonna lie. When I watch Leaf play by play, yo, this dude be cool, calm, and collective, man. I swear, man. Like he don't like he just be ain't nothing phasing him. You know what I mean?
I
But
feel like that would be mad cool. Like imagine Kevin Holland seeing this shit on Minnesota guarding Jamal Murray, and Kevin Holland be like, "Yo, Jamal Murray is getting his ass locked up." Like some shit, like I feel like that would be mad funny just to hear them like act out of their element because they gotta
It's,
put on
man, they
a
need.
front for
yeah,
like
no,
I said,
they gotta
commentary.
be professional. They can't say them nuggets getting air fried. You gonna hear me say that shit, like, but they can't say that shit.
yeah, I think that they need to have like everybody mic'd up the same way they be having one player mic'd up. They just need to have everybody mic'd up and just make that shit like NBA uncut, and
Oh, word, that would
you
be
get to
fire.
hear
No,
all the shit that they
no,
say throughout the game.
we
What
gonna
that
know
would be
about
fire?
no, bro. We gonna know about trades before it happen. Like, dumbass. I can't believe he missed that pass.
That's why this shit'll be fire. Like you'll get
Yeah.
the whole storyline of the game. Like what's going on with niggas?
Word, like you see how Anthony Edwards be talking?
Nah,
That shit would be
you,
funny to hear all them niggas like mic'd
Yeah,
up talking
hearing the
trash
yo,
to
niggas
one
on the
bro,
another.
hearing
bro,
the niggas on the bench talk about the game.
it'd be trades. So think about all of the shit that they ain't hear their teammates say because they made a mistake. Like, how you missed that? You a bum ass nigga. You made to break that. Damn, you didn't hear shit. But yeah, then you cause that's because you emotional. You in the game. You being passionate. But as soon as your teammate knock it down, you're like, yo, that's my fucking guy right there, man. I fucking love this dude, man. You know what I'm saying? So case in point is you don't need that shit on the mic recorded. You know what I'm saying? You just going through
Yeah,
the motions of the game. You know what I mean?
it's already recorded anyway. It's just not really recorded loud, man. You need all of the audio so you can put it on TV.
Word. You
Have
can
it
What
be
about
remember
what
y'all
about
remember that audio of
what
Mello
about
getting them
what?
rebounds?
Yeah, exactly. I was about to
right.
say that. What
You
about
gonna
that
hear Mello? Fuck
compilation?
out of here. You gonna
Yeah.
rebound? Fuck out of here.
Word, or shoot it, Ben. Like shit, like certain shit like that that you can hear, but I mean, I get your point, Breezy. Like it would be like mad weird. I feel like it would probably
Bruh,
cause like some
the
tension in the
post
locker
game
room.
the post game interview, you gonna want the same content. You know what I'm saying? Yo, we whooped they ass. They trash.
Yo, I
I don't
bet
even
you
know what
that
they still
that'll
doing here.
up
They
the
trash.
replay value for a game. Like you go back and watch the actual game just because you remember the dialogue. It'll up the replay value, man.
Yo, man, that shit. He said some uncut. The NBA gonna charge. You gonna know about
They
trades
gonna
before they
charge
come.
money
I'm
for that.
telling you, man. You gonna know about trades
Right.
before they come. You gonna
Wait, for
see
what
the
you mean?
tension. You gonna hear
So
the.
you
You
mean
gonna
like
hear
if
the
they
tension.
if somebody getting traded or something, like you gonna know like oh yeah, because the players probably got some inside info, so they probably on the court. They might
No,
say
I'm
slip up.
saying I'm saying like if you what if a dude he like damn this dude been missing he had a 5 game little bad shooting streak like he's trash. Y'all hope he trade this dude man. I'm gonna tell the coach later. Now if you hear that as a if you hear that as a vlogger you gonna be like yo, yo I gotta tell everybody this shit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But no, he feel like that in the moment, and after the game, he could the dude he talking about could hit a game winner. You think he need his partner here? And like, yeah, you talking all that shit
Man, I feel like the Nets need to get
in the
mic'd up because
first
I need to
quarter.
know
He was
what.
talking bad shit.
I feel like during the Jack Vaughn era, the Nets needed to be mic'd up because I wanted to know exactly what them niggas was thinking when Vaughn was bum ass was sitting over there. Nigga wasn't calling no plays, wasn't doing no defensive sets. Them niggas just had to go out and Cam Thomas had to play hero ball. I want to know exactly what they thoughts was on the floor watching this nigga do anything and Mikel stink it up, Cam Johnson stinking it up. Like I feel like that, even though to Breezy point, it would be crazy because niggas be like, yo, I can't wait till you get traded and that shit can stir up the pot. But on the other hand, I feel like it would be funny to get all the NBA players' thoughts. Like, yeah, it's a risk of that, but hearing these niggas be like, yo, that nigga McKellen even like that. Was that nigga 1 for 4? Yeah, lock his ass up. Like, I feel like that'd be mad funny to hear on the court. Like, just them going at it. But I
Right.
feel like knowing the NBA, it'll dead be like a price on that shit. Like, you gotta pay like $3.99 or some shit. Like, I don't know. And you gonna probably charge you for
That
But
shit
that.
bro,
I
that
wouldn't
shit
that's
know.
definitely wouldn't be
that's
free.
going look, but that's pressure knowing that the world watching. If your teammate he like, yo, man, yo, tighten up, man, stop acting like a bitch. He like, yo, what? Like you could get like he like, nah, I ain't mean it like that. I ain't mean it like that. And then like you could get over it. But if you know the world watching, he like, yo, tighten up, man. You acting real soft out here. You know what I'm saying? And then like he probably like take it somewhere he don't have to just because he embarrassed because he know the world watching. You feel what
Bro,
I'm
the
You know
saying?
what,
world
Breezy?
already
I think the
watching.
NBA, if they introduce that, you know what I think they'll do, Breezy? I think they would tell the whole league, like the whole players, like, yo, y'all can speak however y'all want, but just don't say certain shit. Like, if you know niggas getting traded, keep your mouth shut about that. Keep it pure competitive talk, but don't be saying like any wild shit. Like, just keep it pure competitive talk. You
All
think the
right.
person
So
in the
what
past
about
say they
what
say they
about
are?
what about when they mic'd up and they get attacked and they don't like that call?
Yeah, they gonna
Yo,
fuck you, bitch
Yeah,
ass
we want to hear that too. Like this bitch ass nigga
like,
Scott Foster calling out dumbass shit. Yo, what? Yo, I'm glad. Yo, get this nigga the fuck off this court. Like, I want to hear that. I want to hear that, bro. Like that shit be mad entertaining.
I'm telling you, that'll make the game better, bro.
nah. Imagine what the players be saying about the refs, bro. Come on, man. This
Like
shit is.
they'll
I,
just
I,
have
I-
like, and
nah,
matter of fact, they could release it after the game, and it could be like Hard Knocks, like a documentary, like
Mm.
like going through the whole game, because you're gonna
bro.
miss
They
certain
gonna have a
shit. Like they'll show you what's happening on the bench, show you what. I don't know.
Oh man, what I missed, bro?
That'll be
Bro,
tough.
they gonna have a compilation of the players talking trash about the refs. Like, yo, these refs
Right,
is trash
right.
tonight.
But
I
Leaf, he was
think I
talking about what if we had a mic'd up where the players is mic'd up for like the whole game and like you could just hear the niggas trash talking and then saying shit.
about the rap. Well, I don't. Well,
No,
the
about
thing.
everything. Like Mikel missing the layup and
I
probably Cam
mean,
saying, "Yo, why the fuck he missed that
I
shit?"
don't.
And you hear that shit on
I
mic.
think them knowing that they mic'd up, bro, especially for the for the national televised games like the TNT and the ABC games, bro. Like I think they of the knowledge, bro, that the shit is gonna be everywhere on TV and this that and the third, man. So I'm pretty sure
Bro,
they ain't gonna do nothing too outlandish, bro. I mean, the in term
That's
and
how I feel about it.
the coaches, bro, like to me is the ones that to me that wowed out the most, at least about the calls, like in this playoffs in particular. I seen Mike Malone while out about the calls in game 2 of the series against Minnesota. He didn't
Yo,
think
you think Jordy Fernandez gonna catch a tech this season?
he better,
I
bro.
You
hope
Like
think
it,
he
like I
better.
mean, he
he yell at
better.
a coach? Yeah, I mean not a. You think he yell at a ref? Like
He
I
you
mean,
better.
think
listen, I would say he better, but because the thing is like we got something to fight for. We trying to get this team back to a playoff contender, to something legitimate. So you gonna have to fight. You gonna have to get to that standpoint, and you're gonna have to let these refs know what you stand for and where you coming from. You know what I'm saying? So
Word.
the reality of it is that like yo, like, I don't think anything is gonna be handed to us, bro. Like we're gonna have to show that
Get it out the
the
mud.
other we're gonna have to get everything through the mud for sure, for sure. So I think that's gonna be the future identity of a winning Brooklyn Nets team. You know what I'm saying? So like I think once we get to that point, bro, you definitely gonna see once we get to the point where our head coach is standing up for the players and looking out for the players and making sure they ain't getting finessed, man, by the referees, you're gonna start to see a whole lot of different things, man. Like, I mean, it's all about having that camaraderie and like we all for one and one for all.
nah, that's facts. We 2 hours in. Yo, listen, man, we gonna get into the precast for next game. But yo, there's a lot of dope content, man. Shout out to Jay. Always got the panel litty. Shout out to LM. Shout out to Leaf. Subscribe to Leaf and Jay. I'm gonna put the handle on YouTube across the screen. But again, shout out to LM. We talked about a lot tonight. I just want to close out with the precaps for tomorrow night's game. We got tonight's game. We got the Pacers versus the Knicks. Let's go to LM first, man. LM, how you feel about that tonight's game?
Um, I think the Pacers probably give. I don't know. I feel like they can tie it up. Um, go back to New York 2-2. I think. The way I see it, uh, Knicks losing OG and Anobi. I feel like that's gonna bite them in the butt. I ain't gonna lie.
Will he
I
out
feel
for
like
the
they
rest of
go.
the series?
Um, I mean, possibly he could be. I think he got a left hamstring injury, so he might be out for probably 4 games at best. If anything, I don't think he's coming back for a while. So I feel like with the loss of OG, just losing that that defense in the lineup, and they just got major injuries overall. So I mean, if Indiana can capitalize on that and actually get their offense rolling, they can possibly come back and make this game, the series 2-2. Um, so yeah, I think I'm gonna call Indiana on that. I think Indy gets one. It's gonna take a major effort from Jalen Brunson and Dante.
Well,
And I guess Josh Hart.
Maybe if Bumpson actually tries to take a game-winning shot instead of trying to flop,
Exactly.
then maybe they'll be all right.
That's
Exactly.
Like
true.
There
That
go
is
Jay.
true.
There
he
go
could have
Jay.
just took a shot instead of trying to flop.
Yeah,
Bumpson.
there go
That
Jay.
is
Any
true.
any other time he go to shimmy fall away over the left shoulder, over the right shoulder, like
Mm.
to get a shot off, bro. But that time he
He
ain't
was
like
probably exhausted, Lee.
The
man. No,
attempt at,
no, he
but he
wasn't. Jay,
still could
Jay,
have
tell him
took a
what he was
regular
doing, bro.
shot. Like my
Tell him what he
thing is
was doing, Jay.
right.
He
Out
was
here looking
flopping a
for a
bit,
cold.
Breeze.
Instead of
Stop that
trying
No,
shit.
to
no, I know
flop,
he
He
was
was
flopping.
trying
Cut
to.
that shit out, man. I don't want to hear
instead
none
of
of that.
trying to flop a call,
He's
take
a
a real
flopper.
shot.
He be
Because
flopping.
and the reason why they did that is because they know they've been getting bullshit calls most of the fucking series any damn way.
Yo, he's a foul merchant. I don't know if you said that about him before relief, but when you watch him play, like he waits to get defenders in the air so he could jump into him and get a foul.
Yeah, you
Like
foul merchant. Yeah,
that's
I've been knew that. But the thing in a lot of the contact that's initiated, he's initiating it.
right.
You know what I'm saying? He's the nigga that's that's throwing his weight around, bro. Like going contact body in the people,
But he
and then
also
trying to
seemed
get a
like one
shot
of the
off.
he
Come
seemed like
on,
one of
bro.
the dudes that study the rules, so he would study how to play. So just in case you could do that.
Man, listen,
And
man,
he like
listen.
6'1", right? So he gotta be a foul merchant.
I
He
mean, but no, we
they
don't,
throwing
bro.
to him.
Cam Thomas is not that tall, bro, and he ain't out here foul merchant and niggas, bro. Like you see that nigga, bro, like
That's
get to
true.
the spot, bro, like and get
He
to
just
the angle with.
Cam just legitimately played through contact. Like
Yeah, fact.
Me
That's true. That's
personally, I
true.
don't think I think Cam is he more evasive to me because the nigga like he could get to a size up and get to a step back. Most of what Cam Thomas game is more of spacing and learning how to plant your foot at certain time for that spacing. I see it all the time. It's like a lot of these fadeaways and shit that he hit is based on the space that he creates, bro, with how he plants his foot. I used to do it all the
Right.
time. That's one of the reasons why I got foot problems to this day. You know what I'm saying? So like when you doing a lot of foot plant, it's called they call it shit foot plantitis or some shit like that, bro. I ain't never
plantar
go to the doctor to
fasciitis.
get diagnosed for it, bro. I'm fuck it, but I'm
The
figuring
nigga
that if I
Cam
do
got
have
good
some
foot. I think that's why I feel like
I
with
would like to
Jalen
say,
and
like
Cam.
Cam Thomas. Listen, Cam Thomas, in terms of like planting his foot, way but much better than I did, bro. I was 150 pounds trying to do that shit. This nigga Cam is like at least a buck 90. Like you know, he a solid build, bro. Like mostly trying to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's a different ball game, and the
All right, but
workouts, the NBA workouts is different. So
all right,
go ahead.
hold on. So we got Indiana for LM. All right, LM. What about Denver and the Timberwolves? Who you got?
Ooh. Damn. Um. I think I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go Minnesota. I think, for lack of a better, for what Anthony Edwards was saying, I think they just came out with really no energy. I feel like they thought they had it in the bag. They thought, Denver was gonna bow out, and Denver put belt to ass. Let them niggas know, yo, we the champions. Like y'all not just gonna 3-0 us. Like y'all better come with the heat. So I think they learned from their lesson. I'm not saying Jamal Murray probably back, but I feel like they gonna have to throw that same game plan out there and see what sticks. But um, I think Minnesota gets that one. I think Anthony Edwards have more of a impactful game. Um, I think Jaden contributes more. It was just like a really bad shooting night overall for everybody, except for Cat, because Cat was going crazy. But um, I think Minnesota get that one. I think they. I'm sure they watching film right now, trying to you know what I'm saying, make the correct adjustments. So I'm gonna stick with Minnesota.
Um, I respectfully. Shout to LM. We gonna be back. I'm gonna start trying to clip these precaps and see how well we do. So shout to LM, shout to Jay. We're gonna go to Jay, then we're gonna go to Lee for the closeout. I mean, I'm gonna close out, but let's go to Jay. Jay, how you calling tomorrow night's game, the Timberwolves in Denver?
I'm going for the Denver Wolves, man. Nah, nah. I feel like the Wolves gonna probably come through, but Denver is the champ for a reason. But I don't know the Wolves. I'm rooting for people to shake shit up, man.
Word. That would be their first NBA championship if they win it though. For real.
Right, man. I'd like to see them versus OKC, but um, if OKC don't win, it'll be what it is. But we'll see.
Uh,
Like
I kind of
like all of this shit, I don't got no dog in the fight, so I'm just watching, man. I'm
yeah. And I feel you. I kind of know the next answer, but I'll ask anyways. Who you got, the Pacers or the Knicks?
the Pacers or the Knicks. I don't know. That's a hard one right there because at the end of the day, the Knicks are named the Knickerbockers. They named after pants, so I don't know how they could keep pace with a team named the Pacers. So I think
Right.
the Pacers will win because they're gonna have a better pace. If you
Facts.
because you can't keep pace in Knickerbockers.
Right.
Yo,
Absolutely.
yo,
I don't know what the hell this
what
nigga
the
just
heck just
said.
said? We need to.
But you know what? I'm a mess with it anyway, bro. Like,
Yo, Roger, that was 100%
yeah.
great logic.
I'm always listen, bro. Like half of the shit, bro. I don't know what the hell this nigga be saying,
That
but you
logic
know
was
what?
flawless.
But I'm
Yo,
always
oh my
listening.
god, yo.
Flawless.
Like the nigga free like the nigga Beans estate property and the nigga free was saying some bullshit while he was in jail, but it's like, yo, sometimes I don't know what the fuck this nigga be talking about, but I always listen.
Yeah, but shout to the chat, man. We gonna go to Leaf. Subscribe. Yes, see it scrolling on the bottom. You see where y'all can subscribe to Jay and Leaf. Leaf, who you got, man? The Indiana Pacers or the Knicks?
I got the Pacers starting the series up. I think the
That's
Knicks
what's
done
up.
got away with enough murder, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, I mean, and now they basically sacrificing bodies for
Mhm.
it, bro. OG Anunoby had an injury all the way back in game, in the
Damn.
second game, bro. Like, and he sat out the rest after the 28, after the bullshit Magnet ball 28 points that he had. You know, so I mean, yeah, and I think the Pacers, bro, like they gonna figure it out little by little, man. As long as the referees, bro, ain't in cahoots, man. As long as Adam Silver don't magically show up to a game in Indiana, you know,
Nah,
then I think
I thought honestly,
Yeah, that's crazy.
I
you
thought
know what I'm
I thought
saying.
That's
the
crazy, right?
Manhattan team was going to mollywop these guys, but it don't look like they having an easy time.
Nah, don't have it.
No.
And plus the NBA, and plus you know the NBA got to get to the money start to the money thing of this shit, bro. Like anytime you getting your ass beaten the ratings by NHL hockey playoffs, yeah, you got to
Yeah,
make
you
some
see,
shake.
yo, I was wondering, yo, NBA must be looking bad because how all these games got to come on mad early in the day and hockey get the good time slots.
Yeah, but yeah, and
Yeah, word.
hockey done basically took like 2 or 3 TNT slots at times when I thought the games was gonna be on TNT. I tuned in Thursday night. That shit was on ESPN. I ain't have ESPN. I'm like, man, I ain't watching this shit, man, because ESPN trying to dog anyway, bro. I had the app, but I was just like, I ain't put my card on it, so I gotta redo the app. I did that shit with like the Disney and the Hulu joint, but I stopped that. But I got the Pacers, man.
Yeah, to add to that, I think it's also because the NBA season lasts until June, and I don't think the NHL lasts until June. I think it ends sooner than that. So maybe that's part of the reason too. But all right,
So
we Leaf say he got the Pacers. All right, what about the Wolves and the Nuggets? Who you got?
I got nuggets and fries on me, man. Shit, them niggas is coming back and winning that series. Off the strength that the media, bro, basically tried to line Nikola Jokic up, knowing they were supposed to give him the MVP last year, and they basically kind of quote unquote made amends this year by giving him
But
they
Well,
gave
don't
him
make a
they
man
gave
take
him
it away from Phil, man.
they gave the nigga I bad, bro. Like, well, yo, you deserved that award last year. They just didn't want to give him three straight MVPs. That's all it was.
but what about the fact that Jokic only win MVP in the years that he don't win championships?
Which is crazy to me. This goes to show you how the voting is,
No,
because
or
it.
that's going to tell you that he's not going to win a championship this year.
Yeah, I was finna to say that.
I mean, but like, I mean, but if he do, the voters and everybody that thought the same logic that you think is gonna be looking silly when he do.
Well, that
We'll see. Because
Yeah, word. If they win this
hold on,
series,
stats
They
show
win this
that
series,
they.
they winning the whole thing, man. Like,
I
we
right.
gonna
don't
ice
think
it
they
out.
will.
Cause I
Hold on.
told niggas
So,
Dallas is winning in
Breezy, you
five,
think
bro, and I'm
OKC and
standing on it.
Dallas taking them out if they
Dallas is
win?
Hold
no
on, yeah, because it's my turn to do the
Dallas is not
pre-cap.
taking nobody out. Dallas is winning this series in five, and then the next series they out of there probably 5 or 6.
Hold on. So with this pre-cap, I got the Indiana Pacers winning, and again, I root for them because they're an ABA team, not just because they versus the Knicks. You know, there's four
I didn't even
ABA
talk
teams
about
they
the
run
Dallas
with.
game today, bro. Like, I really didn't. Like,
Yeah, I
I'm
think
in.
you came in kind of late. I think
Yeah,
you came
I
in
ain't
like.
even think we was gonna cover the shit, bro. Like, you had Kendrick and whatchamacallit, we talking about that shit for a minute, but I did come in late.
Yeah. No, I'm just trying to close out that all, but we'll get to it. Shit, I don't think they play tomorrow. We definitely could cover it again. But tonight, no, yeah, tonight I got Indiana Pacers. I think the fact that the Knicks are injured and the Pacers uses a lot of their bench, like that's their way they beat teams, is going deep in the bench, and I think they win game 4 because of it. I think their bench is going to show up big, and you're going to see some fatigue from the Knicks. You know what I mean? It's a lot of wear and tear on them. Tibbs play his start is big minutes, and
wear and
we
tear in them
start.
knickerbockers, man.
You know what I mean?
It's holes
like,
in them knickerbockers, man.
word.
Man,
So I got
you know them pants don't got no holes in them, bro. Like, get out of here. Them shits was worn in the 20s and 30s, nigga.
nobody
Like,
played. I always say that nobody played back, but who hooped in those? Who hooped in those?
nobody hooped in those. They was distinguished gentlemen in them
The
shits,
Yo,
bro.
but
original
Like,
nah, did you
knickerbockers,
see?
nobody
nigga.
He
even
said
wore them shits.
distinguished gentleman.
Nobody even
Did-
wore them shits past the 1950s.
Nah, the
Bro, did you
original
see the shoes
knickerbocker
that go with them?
uniform
They
was
didn't wear
knickerbockers.
sneakers with them. They wore the shoe with the buckle
They
in
wore
front with
shoes.
them.
Yeah, they wore motherfucking hard bottoms with them shits, bro.
The,
Like, get
the
out of here.
original
Hold on. All
the
right,
original
hold
Knicks had to rock those with suspenders.
on.
Yeah, with overall suspenders or some shit like that, whatever.
Hold on. Let me get to the Timberwolves game. Timberwolves versus the Nuggets. I don't know. I like Anthony Edwards being transparent about the loss, saying he came out with the energy flat. He thought he had it, but he didn't, and that's what I seen when I watched it. That seemed what accurate for what I seen as a fan, and he spoke to that. And he said, you know what I mean? It's not a one series game because if it was, we would have been one. He seemed confident that they're gonna win at home, and if they do win at home, they go to Denver 3-1. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I'm
I was
confident
about to
that
play
can
the
happen.
Denver Air, but I forgot they was at home.
Yeah, I think I'm confident they go back to Denver 3-1, bro. I am. But yeah, man, I'm gonna call it a night, man. I'm gonna be back for the recap tomorrow for sure. And yeah, man, shout out to Trent 23. Yeah, B Cat's the GOAT. Yo, I'm gonna try to reach out. I'm gonna Google what happened with B Cat, man. I remember B Cat. But yo, all right, y'all. Have a good night. Thank y'all for pulling up. W chat, W panel. I'm gonna see y'all soon, y'all. Peace.